Alright, hello and welcome. Alright, I think I got that set up. Doing some more Chronicle tonight. Do some dungeoneering. Here's my scores lately, so we've been decidedly average. We're going to try to improve on that. We had a slightly better run before that. We actually had a 12 in there. We haven't had a double digits quite since that 12, and even before that it was a while. The 03 run's about to fall off after 2 more runs. That's good. Just on display on the screen, it's always there. I do have to update my stats. I did forget to do that again for those that are interested. I do have my stats down below in the info section. Click that, a magical Google Sheet will open up and show you all kinds of data and make you feel better about yourself and how you play the game. Oh yeah, we actually had, a 7, a 9, a 7, a 12, an 8, but we had a 1 in 3 Arian last run, or last time we streamed, so that was bad. The 5 win Linza, and then the 3 win Ozan. That Linza deck was weird too. It didn't have the grief, but it did have a little bit of burst potential if I remember correctly. So let's see how we do. We are sitting at Diamond rank 33, so we did drop a bit. I played a few games, didn't do extremely well. Let's see who top 10 is right now. Psychopat and Psycho Pit. Assume it's the same guy. Goth Girls made it in. Unforgiven, Scouser. A lot of familiar names. Good players. So I only usually stream Dungeoneering though. I don't really stream any ranked for the most part. I did show my deck last time if anyone's interested. I'll be happy to show it again. I don't think it's going to probably work as well. I think a lot of people have changed over. I got up there with an aggro Vanescula deck, so I've been seeing a lot of sustain Raptors. So a different deck will work. I've been having fun with my Calphite Morvran deck. I also built a Vampire Power Vanescula deck I've been having some fun with in casual, but haven't played too much lately. We're at 96k copper, but we're going to spend another 1500, so we're closing in. This game is extremely generous with the rewards it gives. I mean, just by logging in, you get stuff, and you can see for this month, you can get experience rewards, you can get a card, you can get copper, which we like to see, and they also sometimes give you for skilling. And I believe even Platinum, which is the premium currency in the game. Platinum helps you buy stuff from the store. All kinds of cool stuff here. I see one booster is typically 1,000 copper, but you can also then pay Platinum for, card backs, skins for the legends, tons of packs. So, good stuff. Yep, yeah, you get 2 boosters for 140 platinum. Yep. The skins are either, platinum or copper. I didn't bother buying them, with either currency because I don't care. And then card back, same thing. You never look at them. I mean, it's the same thing in Hearthstone. It's like, it's good for your opponent to look at, but whatever. We just want to play the game. For anybody that's interested, I saw that Gwent. Hey, what's up, Torvarn? Gwent, which is the new... I never played Witcher 3. It is a card game coming out. It's supposed to be in beta next month. They actually have a kill the server testing going on yesterday and then on Monday. And I tried to do it, but the game just kept crashing after 3 crashes. Like, alright, it's not going to work for me. Other people were able to successfully play it, so I assume it's just something with my setup, or I have no idea. So I sent the the log files to the devs and said, "There you go." So I didn't even get a chance to play. I know nothing about it. It looks pretty confusing. You have the closed beta card back. Haven't switched off. Yeah, I don't even know which one I have set right now. So, thanks for stopping by, Torvarn. I wish there were more people streaming this. All right, what are the rules here? We take whatever class it's been the longest since we have played them. Our choices are Ozan, Vanescula. We had a 3-3 Ozan run most recently. So it is Vanescula. Last Vanescula was 3-3. So she has a lot of bad class cards. I think she's kind of difficult to play, but sometimes you can get good decks, and you never know. It's the fun of the draft. Bam. Alright, just setting up the database right now, just to help me track my stataroos. 4th, Vanescula, boom. Okay. Let's see. You know, I don't always take the best picks. I sometimes take weird picks. Probably explain some of my scores, huh? These are all decent. You know, a little sustain with some draw. Sticky Sander's not really decent. Just 3 damage, and then, you know, steal up to 2 health. I think we're just going to simply go, because with Vanescula we like to possibly dip into Mortal. She does have a lot of cards that interact with that, and then try to heal back up. Leech isn't bad, but I think we're definitely going to take Prisoner. It's a pretty good card, 3 sustain and cycles itself, so we'll probably take Cabbage over Leech. It's kind of a 4-point swing. I mean, this does damage my opponent. This is 2 more heal. It's harder to grief. This can get griefed by Brugson or Black Marketeer. This can obviously get griefed by a lot of cards. You got good with Vanescula instead of full aggro deck. You're only 12 wins with her. Nice. I don't think I've... Oh, you know what? I did go 12 with that one deck. With Vanescula, which is kind of weird. I haven't had many 12-win runs. I had like 3 Arians like way back in May. And since then, I think I had the Vanescula, maybe an Ozan, but they're very, very uncommon for me. It's hard. I think the people that are still left playing this game are pretty good. Alright, what's our second card then? Cabbage or Leech? Cabbage or Leech? I think I'm just going to go Cabbage. Ooh. Oh man, this is actually a tough pick. This guy's out. Cataranx is okay, but Stampot's great, Gorge is great, and Slime Toes is great. I think I definitely Stampot. Anytime you can try to, you know, increase that base is huge. Slime Toes is great reach, Gorge situational, but a huge swing. You know, it could be a 12-point swing in healths. But I really like Slime Toes for that reach. Man. In my aggro Vanescula and Constructed, I obviously play Gorge, but you never know what you're going to get in Dungeoneering. Because on that deck, you know, you could usually have gold. In this one, you don't know what gold you're going to get. Obviously, I want to use it for Stampot. We know we're going to get Vampire Power. We need to use it for that. Slime Toes is reach. And usually you can have a way to self-mortal yourself, so it's not a problem. You know, hopefully you're a couple points off. You have a relatively small creature, you can self-mortal yourself, use Gorge. Full spot, does it mean half max hit points or 15? It means 15. Yeah, so if you increase it with like something like Vampire Power, you know, it doesn't matter. It is still 15. And I like both of these guys. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm actually going to take the Slime Toes. Our first 3 cards are actually a little bit of sustain, so we're going to take the Slime Toes, even though Gorge I think is awesome. So that may be the first mistake. I don't understand the purpose of this card. This is bad. That's not very good. We'll take the Grim Spike, so we could actually go Slime Toes into Grim Spike. Take Wart Face for the Slime Toes and get more goblins, but we'll take the Restore Pot and the Grim Spike. Some of the picks are easier than others. That one wasn't too hard. You know, Terror Dog can be okay, but I think we're gonna take Solomon and the Beer. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's 1 weapon durability. You know, it's weapon grief. Jared's great if opponent has only 4 hit points. Yeah, that's one of the cards I think that needs to be reworked. Vanescula has some really bad cards, and yet she's still really good in Constructed. So, but you're usually not playing. You know, you're playing the Gorge and cards like that, which are good, which has already been nerfed, and it's still pretty good. I think we go Vampire for the reason because we want to, you know, we like base. Gatarank's a possibility. That's not bad. That's I think we're going to take the Chinchomp, but you don't know if you're going to... I mean, it's better than nothing. It's not the greatest card in the world, but if I can't find a Calphite Emissary or a Rat, I'll take it. I swear this is like an amazing card. Everyone's playing this card. But I like Rants and I really like Tetsu. Leecher's not bad. I don't really like Culling the Weak. Oh man. Oh wow, Merchants, I didn't even see that. They have a plan coming to buff 80 cards. Wow. How many cards are in the game? About 400? Like 399 or something like that? Wow. That's a good chunk. Was that about 20%? Man, I already have some sustain, which is nice, but full Tetsu. And I really like that Rants. I mean, he helps us get into things like the Feral Vampire. You know, we take 6 damage from it, but it's not bad. It turns it into a 6/7. We're at 4 attack. Boom. But Trickster's amazing. Leecher's not bad either. That's some nice damage. But I think we're going to go more sustain in the Rants. Even though I love Trickster. Remember last time I streamed, everybody was playing that against... Hey, round 7 diamond. Alright. Vanescula Dungeoneering, he's fun. Usually screws me up more than anything. But we're certainly going with Tiffy and Vampire Power here. Alright, we definitely want to get some gold going. We need it big time right now. Because we need gold, even though I really like the Rebel, we're taking... it is 2 gold. We're taking the Mimic. Because right now we don't have any gold. We have a lot of spend, so this deck might fizzle. I really like this card, guys, but we need gold. Also helps us potentially self-mortal ourselves for things like Tiffy. And who knows what else we get. Good chapter you had in constructed earlier. Let me take a look. Pirates Hideout, Earth Blaster. Oh, wow. You had 18 gold. 12, yeah, it cost yeah, 18 gold spend. That's a GG, huh? Very nice. I haven't played the support Aryan deck at all. I've been sticking with Vanescula. I have my Calphite Morvran deck. I tried Vanescula aggro, and then I built the Vampire Power one. I don't really like Linza. It's just when I see one, I just hard mulligan because I run 2 Calphite Emissaries or bar fights depending on the deck. I just hard mulligan for those. Oh man, Wilderness can be great. This time we are going to take the Rebel because we really need gold, but we're going to take the Nazi too. Mimic and the Naz draw to play. We're never going to afford this Vampire Power though, we know that much. I don't know how we get into Zilliana. I think we need to take her. You have 2 bar fights? Yep. Yeah, it's just... it destroys Linza. I mean, because I really haven't seen any Grief Linzas anymore. She used to be a pain, but the nerfs, I think people stopped playing her. So it's all big weapons, so you just destroy that weapon before they get the durability going, and boom. They have to get greedy. Every creature's, you know, 10 health or more. The main counter of that deck is Scarface Pete. Yeah, he is so annoying. I wonder if he'll see a change. Because there's nothing you can do to play around Pete. I mean, you put draw in your deck, but you're still, you know, losing cards. I don't like these 3 cards. I don't know how I'd kill the Gluttonous Behemoth. I think I have to take the 50 ships without a ship. But I've done that many times because it's at least a card you can, you know, just chuck. These guys are going to sit as dead cards in my hand because I have no way to get to them. Right now I've got a lot of supports that guys. Got a lot of support cards without ways to pay for them. We're in trouble. We're going to take the Zilliana. I don't know how I get into her either. Slime Toes puts me to 5. Yeah, I'm not exactly exactly sure. Oh, we still take her. We're gonna take 50 ships. Ugh. Gold! Yeah, I don't have Shug. Yeah, I'm with you. Shug hasn't even been offered. I played against Vanescula that tanked the Dreas Day Chapter 1. Of course, I have no monsters. I Earthwave slot 1, Chapter 2, and 1. Yeah, Daith, I actually run in my my Vampire Power Vanescula, and she's not very good against 1 AP Arian. I mean, it prevents him from getting the gold off the Penguin, but that's about it. Definitely on Alley. I think we have to take the Grotworm. And we can get in the Grotworm with the Slime Toes. Rance isn't the best. I mean, it allows us to two-shot him. But we need this gold. You know, the 7 over to 4, I think. It's 5 damage, 5 damage. You know, if we could two-shot it, it's 5 damage. If it gets griefed, we're in trouble. Whew. I don't mind Dark Crab, but I think we take another Rebel and we take the Hunger. We're going to be killing ourselves a lot. We are Vanescula, it happens. KBD! Herald! I think we go Crassian, and I think I'm going to take the Demon over to KBD, even though that gold is sexy for this deck. I do have some, if I could get some base going, but I don't really have any damage to my opponent. I have the Rebel. This deck is going to be trying to get to the final battle. I do have the Grim Spike. I don't have a bomb, so the Demon's not the greatest. If I can increase my base, I have the Beer, I have the Rance, I've got Solomon. But that KBD at 11 gold is so sexy. We're going to take the Demon, though. That may be a mistake. Hey, okay. Oh, we have another choice. I hope they rework this card. My god, that's bad. He looks awesome, though. Alright, we're going to go Fank in Customs here. And second round of diamonds. Well, Lady Zay we know is out. Other 4 are actually possibilities. I really like Rolo. It's just a nice little card. Cycles, little weapon. I like that weapon because of the Crassian, the 2 Rebels. Kaizaj, I'm just not a fan of the card. I know it's easy base, but it also ramps my opponent. If we had no base, I'd probably have to take the Kaizaj, but we do have, you know, the Hunger, so we have to mulligan for gold. It's always my strategy, pretty much. So we want, you know, to get out the Hunger, the Nesdroth, or the Stampot. But 3 of our bases, unfortunately, tied up in the Vampire Power, so that's 6, and then Feral Vampires are 7th. So we do have some increase. We already have a Certifi. Now, I'm thinking these 2. I don't know. I just don't like this card. I don't know why. The old one was great. Give your opponent 3 gold. I already have a Tiffy. And my deck needs some ramp, but not a ton. I mean, it's not like I've got a ton of big creatures here. I mean, geez. I mean, this gives you, you know, an extra attack for 2 slots, not the whole game, but I think I'm going with the second Tiffy and a Rolo. Well, if I'm trying to make it endgame, but this is just helping them too, so, eh. Rannis could be good, full spa. I definitely, you know, I dismissed the last one too. And I'm taking the second Tiffy. But I think I'm going to take Rolo here. Rannis always seems to screw me. I do have some sustain in the deck, and then You know, when your max is 15, you just lose some value there. So, all right. Well, we do have some gold gain in the deck. I mean, 37 makes it look huge, but you know, quite a bit of it is off Zilliana and Grotworm. But we do have some hopefully easy gold with the 2 alleys. I don't have any ship synergy, so that card's worthless. In the Mimic. So, you know, we want to try to get that, you know, pretty easy gold. You know, Rebel isn't a huge creature. I mean, Rolo Rebel, you know, it's pretty nice to custom some hidden gold. Fenk will hold for some gold. Our weapons are the Slime Toes, the Rants, the Rolo, and the Solomon. So we don't have great ways to get into our big creatures, but hopefully the deck, we also have, you know, it looks like a little bit of sustain. Again, a lot of that's off of Zilliana, 12 of it, third of it. But then we have, you know, even more armor potentially with Sir Tiffy. We have ways to maybe self-mortal. It might be difficult if we get too much armor, but we'll see how it plays out, guys. Alright. Oh, I forgot. You guys probably couldn't even see it that well because of my scores. Sorry about that. Alright, let's see how we do tonight. You can see based on the scores, I've been back to being average. Last 3 runs, average of 3. Overall, my average is, where is that? Overall average is a whopping 4.66. Not amazing, not amazing for as much as I play, but it's hard. When you figure the overall average, you know, for everybody is obviously 3. For every win, there's a loss. I'm hoping the you know, the game does see a push. I'm hoping the devs, Jagex, have something in mind for this because I still enjoy this game. If you take a look over on Reddit, the number of subscribers is actually going down. People are unsubscribing. You know, when you're 0-0 and it takes this long to find a match, it's not a good thing. Such a unique game. You know, it's well done. The devs listen. They, you know, make changes when there is an issue. I think it's probably the most balanced. I know, you know, a few months ago when it was all that sustained, a lot of those decks were uber powerful. And right now it's you know, much better. You know, it used to be Lady Zay, and they nerfed Lady Zay. And it's weird because the a lot of the healing took nerfs. You know, everyone thought aggro was going to run wild, and it did for a little bit, I guess, but sustain's still there. Said I in Diamond, my aggro Vanescula deck isn't doing, you know, as well. It got me, you know, up to Diamond, and then I've tried some games with it, and it's been mixed. I don't keep stats on that. I don't know why I don't. But yeah, Reddit's down to 3,252 legends. It says. I know it was higher than that. It's hard. There's just so many games out there, and how do you get people to play it, enjoy it, and keep coming back? I know, you know, Wekry loves Elder Scrolls Legends. I talk about this all the time, and that game just didn't do it for me. So, and I get it. You know, it's sometimes, you know, a game just hits you. This game has just hit me. That game hit him. But I know, you know, he loved Chronicle too. It's just it's fallen out of his favor. This isn't good. It's a good thing I like to talk, huh? But this would turn off a player. You know, they're just playing. They're not streaming it. Definitely turn off players, I think. I don't have a solution for it. How do you increase the player base? No one's playing Dungeoneering right now? Wow. I've had 78 people, you know, add me. And 0 people are online. That's unusual. Usually there's at least a handful. I think my oven just beeped too. I just gotta take my chicken out. So it's got 1 minute with the warning beep. I keep forgetting you guys can't see this stuff because of my scores. It's a Seinfeld reference, by the way, my title, guys. The jerks they're called, they're running out of you. And over on beam.pro, hey.
Well, the jerk store called, and they're running out of you.
Alright, guys, before the game starts, let me go take the chicken out real fast before the mulligan. I'll be right back.
First, as I should be.
Alright, what are we looking at? We want some gold. This isn't gold, guys. We're holding vampire power, though, because we never draw it. Yep. Alright, first game, we are playing a raptor. Alright, I am glad, I mean, I've been recording their names, and I've been seeing a lot of new names, so that's hopefully a good sign. Oy vey, guys. I have 2 alleys and a mimic, right? Wow. Well, there's our turn 1. Can't really do much else here.
It's decided.
It's Saturday? Yeah, I'm making like 3 batches of chicken this weekend. I made 1 now. I got 2 more to make tomorrow. And none of them are for me. I don't even know how to cook, guys. I just know how to make chicken. People are like, ah. Been trying to eat healthy for a little while now. Try to get into shape. I've never been in shape my whole life. It's the best shape I've been in, as sad as that is. So I want to keep it up. Oh, thank God, cabbages. He had a slightly better turn 1 than us. Cabbage. I don't like this card. Does that mean you can discard the cards you draw? Alright. Please no cabbages. Please no cabbages. Where's all his gold? If you get 4 cabbages in hand, you should automatically win. I may have been able to win a game or 2 then in Dungeoneering, let me tell you. How are we ever going to afford Vampire Power? We have to hope he just keeps stockpiling gold for his Amulet of Furies.
How can I be of service?
We're going to hope that works. Yeah. I don't really see much else right now, guys. Unfortunately, puts us at 2 gold. I could tank the werewolf for 7, you know, just to buy the stand pot, but I'm hoping he starts stockpiling gold for our customs at the beginning of the next chapter. Could try a weapon grief here somewhere, but we're not going to. Well, that kind of sucks.
Welcome. It is good to see you again.
Hello, young
Real jerk title pass. What's up, Q? Seeing you've been doing a little streaming lately, I got the email. Unfortunately, I wasn't home, so check it out.
Who told you to put the bomb on? I didn't tell you to put the bomb on. Why'd you put the bomb on?
Oh my God.
Well, the jerk store called, and they're running out of you.
Do those 2 back to back. Why do you do the cauldron and then that? Wow. Weird. I would have got rocked. And he just fenked himself. That's Grim Spike. Well, he's up to 7 gold, which means we can generate 5 off of our customs. Take another 2 and moral ourselves. But we're only halfway to vampire power, but we can buy the stand pot. Been doing just a bit. Yeah, you gotta focus on your school, and I know you got work, so that's something you have. Sorry, I was just looking at my play. So yeah, stream has to come third for you at best. Guys want to really gamble? We'll put ourselves to 1 health.
It's decided.
3 because of the beer. That allows the vampire power. Other option. Give up on the dream of vampire power. Maybe lose 1 health per tin of cabbage in your hand. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, it's a good thing I didn't go for my Zilliana play, huh? I might be able to do her next chapter. That's what I'm trying to set up here, because as long as, yeah, it doesn't look like you grief my weapon, I should be able to 2-shot her, because I'm going to have 7 attack and I have slime toes. So I think that's what we're going to do. This may have been a waste of the beer, but we had the gold. I figured, it's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, now that because we go first, we tried to set up the Zilliana. Cabbage tier 1. Those cabbages, they're such a pain. But it may be too late for the vampire power dream here. We do 2-shot her, we go back to 30 health and have 7 gold, 10 gold, 12. We might be able to buy it next chapter.
How can I be of service, friend of Alcali?
I didn't even see. Oh, okay. I was like, where did I get a cannonball from? Yeah, I think this is fine. I'm trying to get to vampire power. It's amazing. I'm going to have 12 gold, assuming no gold grief or other shenanigans at the end of this chapter. I need to generate 1 gold to be able to afford that. And if I can't afford it, I can certainly just Tetsu. It probably won't be worth it. The vampire, feral vampire takes 6 for 1 base. Surprisingly, we're playing a raptor that hasn't increased his base yet, but he's at 7 gold, so he's going to generate gold. Amulet of Fury and shenanigans occur. We'll probably play this somewhere next chapter. And hopefully play vampire power. The only waste of beer if you didn't drink it. Funny, funny. Maybe he's got to destroy like slot 3. Maybe he's trying to generate a little more armor here. And we're going to rock that. Nope, nope, nope. He's just coming at us. I think he's had more aggro than us this game. We didn't draft a ton. He filled us up with cabbages. Well, he griefed us, tried to grief us. He discarded a card. And he damaged us. Here, we didn't touch him. We had a pretty bad opening draw. Okay, yeah, we drew both our rebels this game, though. So that's good. Oh, man. 17 gold he has. We can't do anything with it. We just have to hope to generate 1 gold, guys, and hope he doesn't grief us with some shenanigans. Rugson Bergson is a real probability.
The end is nigh.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. I'm not going to hunger also. I mean, I don't even probably have to do this, but that's okay. You once tried a full gold grief for fun. You did double Brugson and both the Brugson my opponent's pyramid plunders. Nice, nice. No gold for you. We're only going to be at 7, and I can't afford that. That puts me to 16, back down to 3. I probably don't even have to do this, but it takes me to 16, back to 26. I mean, I could probably just Tetsu and win the game, but with all that gold, this seems alright. And I'm not going to bother hungering then. We'll do this.
It's decided.
Alright. Well, we got our vampire power off. That means we lose the game. Oh god, he's stealing our health. Ah, too bad I didn't put this thing earlier, huh? It's gonna do nothing now. They had the gold for the first blunder. They spent 4, gained 4. Yep, because that card gives your rival 2 and Ozan 4. Spent 4, gained 4. I lost 2 gold overall. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, he didn't have any shenanigans here.
So naive.
Avoided the nightmare here to 03, so that's good.
So naive.
A raptor that's not increasing his base. Well, he must either just drew poorly or he had 17 gold at the end. So if he had those amulets, he just didn't find them. And that definitely happens. We've had Arian with gold and no books. I remember the one Vanescula run, I had double vampire power. Couldn't find it in my losses. It was like disgusting. Makes you just want to stop playing card games. I like when I see, you know, people trying different decks. I saw somebody post on Reddit like they're trying a cannonball deck. I actually played against someone that played a cannonball deck. They had Lady Zay. They had, they didn't have Cabin Boy, but they had the other card. Puts the 3 cannonballs. The one that was just in the image you showed. All that gold at the end of the just help pay for your supports. Yeah. Like I said, he must have just drawn poorly. That definitely happens. I used Customs Officer, at the beginning of Chapter 3 there, so. Because I know I personally hate carrying gold over, and sometimes you don't have a choice. But all it does is fuel their Customs Officers. Queues are taking a little bit. Anything new on the Reddit here? I don't play in Discord. You guys fart around in Discord? I don't do that. I'm pretty sure, Torvarn, you said you don't, I believe. I forget, though, guys. Remember, I'm old. And here's a comment. I love this game a lot. So sad so few people play. I didn't write that one, but I agree with him. Yeah, he said he's playing Dungeoneering. He had to wait 10 minutes for a game in a game after I had to wait 10 minutes again and got matched with the same guy. That sucks because this game is great and much better than games like Hearthstone in my opinion. Thoughts? Yeah, look at that. We're up against the same guy. But I think he just drew poorly, so I think we're going to be in for a really tough game here.
First, as I should be.
Again, guys, we want the gold. Draw doesn't hurt, but we don't have ways to get in that. I mean, we did this last game and it worked out pretty well for us. We know the customs owner. He has a way to generate a lot of gold, but we didn't see to spend, but I'm sure it's in his deck. I think we're going to do this stupid play again, guys, just to get some more cards going. This isn't bad. We did draw both of them. I think we got lucky last game. But we're going to do this silly play again. Unless, something else happens. Yeah, we need some cards.
How can I be
Now he knows we have the vampire power. I don't remember seeing any gold grief from him in the form of a pirate or a Brugson. Doesn't mean he doesn't have it, but... We do know he has a Treyborn and a Fenk, though. So if he Fenks our Fenk, we're in trouble, because we're taking 7 as it is, another 4.
Would you hurry this up?
It's going to put us at 7 gold without vampire power in hand, but we have other nice supports. Nazdrot, Stampot. I think we do this, guys. We do have some sustain in the deck. Oh, wow. Really wanted that 1 gold, huh? Hello. He does have Cabbage Guy. But he's taking 10 damage from Cabbage Guy instead of 4 like he had hoped. I don't think we played Fenk last game. I don't remember drawing it, so he probably didn't even know we had that one. We got really lucky last game, too. We didn't draw all those cabbages. Alright. Well, we did get our 7 gold.
It's good to see you again.
I'm not sure why he customs officered slot 1. A little confusing. I've made sillier plays, that's for sure. There's the cabbages. We love them. Oh, grot worm. Now, we didn't generate any base. We could roll a werewolf, go up to 9. We could... 3, 4, I think we're gonna try to do this, this, and this, though. He does have Treyborn, though.
It's decided.
Yeah. Two-shot the grot worm. It puts me up to 13 goals. I spend 1, so essentially 6. I don't have vampire power in hand. He just played at customs. And we do have... I mean, we shouldn't die here. I mean, he does have Fenk and Treyborn. He screwed it up last game, though, because he played the Treyborn nicely, but then played, like, the card that, you know, removes health for armor and gives him a couple gold. And then he played the Fenk. Balls. There's the Treyborn. Balls. That does hit us because we don't two-shot it anymore. And we saw the Mutineer last game also. I do not have a ship in the deck, not that I recall. Woohoo! We lost a cabbage. Thank you. We did draw one of the cabbages, so we did have 2 in our hand, so we had like a 33% chance there. Alright, this is hurting a lot more than it was supposed to. We're hoping to top deck vampire power, or else I think we're going to have to play... Alright, we did get the Stampot. That must have came off a Rolo, right? Because that wasn't in our hand, so we might have to Stampot. Ah, these cabbages are killing me. Yeah, you know what, I guess you're right. I could have chucked the 50 ships over on. Good call. We didn't see a Joker Shaman last game, but getting it out of my hand is fine.
It's decided.
Oh, no vampire power, which really, really stinks. We're essentially spending 4. We'll be at 9. Hopefully he doesn't Brugson it or something. We don't want a full Tetsuya. I'm going to get greedy, guys. Hopefully it doesn't cost me. He's had quite a bit of sustain in his deck. He's played a Rock Crab already. And then just this. Okay, not too much craziness. We also know he has this. He's got Rolo and Kale. He played Kale last game.
Port's only as good as its bar.
It's amazing. Back games here, he has not increased his base. Here's this card. I don't like this card. There's a beer. And there's an animated armor. Okay. Seeing a lot of the same cards. We're not ahead like I felt we were last game, though. That's for sure. Oh! Balls. Balls. I think it's... Is it worth going for it? Ugh. I might die. He has some direct damage in his deck. Didn't he have like a chucker? He's got something else. So I'd be at 5 health. if I try to do this.
Surface.
And then back up to 15. Is it worth it? Because I'm only at 1 gold, and I probably, you know, I'd have to get a lucky draw to be able to afford this. I don't think it's worth it. I mean, I'm taking 12, but I'm increasing my base by 3. I'm essentially losing no health. Because I go to 5 plus 2 armor, and then 15, you know, plus 2 armor. So I'm at 17 health with 6 base. But it's not like I have anything to hit other than him. It's not like I'm going into creatures. Other option, of course, is just simply tanking up. You know, I can do this, draw some cards. I could even hunger if I wanted to, because I'm generating enough health, I think, to do that. That's the safer play, but what's the more fun play?
Can I be of service, friend of Al-Kharid?
It's more fun. We may die. Who cares? I didn't kill myself, did I? Let's see. I don't think he can do 7 damage in this slot. If he grieves the gold, that was really, really... Well, no, if he Brugsons, you know, or whatever, we still have the gold to do our other play.
Welcome. It is good to see you again.
Oh, there's the chucker, too. Well, he did have the damage. So this may have been stupid. Oh, I forgot. I don't have 17. My bad. I forgot it removes armor. That was my bad. We're putting ourselves to 11 health, guys. That may have been silly. That may have been silly. So we're hoping to generate some gold to afford either one of these.
The end is
Alright,
nigh.
that'll be some gold. I think I want to do the gold first. I think tanking up is stronger. Than the weapon. We don't, with our 6 base, right now we 2-shot him, but he could sustain. I think this is fine. I could Chinchompa here. It may screw him, but I don't want him to spend that gold. I want to buy the Tetsu. I can't afford both of these. I am 1 gold short. I think we just Tetsu. 10 sustain. Wow. We're alive! We're alive! Woohoo! We afforded it. He did have a Brugson too. Unbelievable. We didn't even see it last game. Nice, nice, nice. We got him again with some luck. I gambled a lot more than I had to that 4th chapter, but it was fun. We got really lucky these games. I'm telling you, card games do this to you. It's like, man, this deck feels good, and then you don't draw the vampire power, or you know, you just draw poorly, and it's like, man, how was I winning before? That's a card game for you. Alright. Oh, that was quick. Oh, I wonder how long this guy was waiting and what his record is. That scares me. Don't recognize the name, though. That's good.
Second.
Oh, everyone
Good.
knows second's
No
not
need
OP.
to rush.
I think we're actually going to hold that. I think the play is... Beer's not bad to get together. I think it's Alley, Hunger, Crassian, Rebel. Might even be a prisoner instead of rebel, but we're gonna hold it just because we should be able to one-shot it. Yeah, we're gonna try this. Can't get griefed hard, obviously.
Service, friend of Al-Kharid.
We're gonna do this just to get the draw going. We're gonna need the health, you know, or anyway. So
Would you hurry this up?
this does put us at 2 gold, I believe. We can get up to 4. Yeah, right now I value the card draw more than I do the damage to him. Alright, let's see what happens.
Welcome.
Because you got the same start. Let's see.
Welcome.
Like I said, his record could be huge. It popped way too fast. Oh, that's 7 gold in 2 slots. I think it's the first time we've drawn hunger too, so we'll see if this game goes a little differently. It's cool. We're gonna be up to 9 cards, and if he has cabbages here, we'll have 10 cards in our hand. I was thinking of keeping the beer. I probably should have. Ooh, customs. Oh, will he spend all that gold slot 1? Probably not. I think we want a customs here. Although Chinchampa's pretty sexy too. It's my only weapon grief. That amazing card. I say we do this. Well, we can put ourselves up to 1,000,000 gold. This is gonna, if he doesn't spend any gold, this gives us 6 gold. That's 8. We could actually rant into Grotworm
It's decided.
just to fuel his gold. We don't have the card yet, though. We're gonna do it. We're gonna try this instead, guys. We could cabbage at the end to go back up to 30 because we're losing at least 2 health, and that's fine. You know, we should still be able to rant into Grotworm next chapter if we want to. Alright. I'm hoping this helps. Maybe he's trying to go on a couple decent creatures, and that's my weapon grief. Oh, that's a chieftain. Kids and their chieftains. Oh, he screwed up. He removed the health. I've done that before. That doesn't work because it no longer has 10. Alright, he is mortal. And he has 11 gold. We could self-mortal ourselves with Grotworm and then Tiffy. Or we can pay for that. If that gets griefed, I'm going to be a sad panda.
It's decided.
Oh, because how awesome does the demon look then? But if he gets griefed, I'm really hurting because this is knocking me to 17. I would take 8 from this. This is easily griefable with Brugson. We're going to try to play it uber safe, see how it works. I know I probably shouldn't play around with cards. Yeah, my gambles have paid off, but they'll stop. Oh, Collie, very nice. Double talk skill. Like I said, I'm probably okay. Good. Should be okay here. I just put myself 6 gold over just in case. That's fine. We were losing the weapon anyway. Alright, alright. We're back up to 22-7 base. We're liking that. We're liking that. With some gold left, too. And we have some sustain in our hand. We still have to be careful, though. Alright, we have 6 gold on us. We can generate up to 8, you know, assuming he doesn't grief us, which means we can afford Nazi and Solomon, or just Tetsu. Other play I'm seeing is this,
It's decided.
this. I'm gonna wait on the Solomon. Hopefully we don't get grief too hard here. You could also, you know, get the mortal. We're gonna, you know, if she doesn't do it ourselves, we're gonna mortal her here, unless she sustains for a ton. This puts us at 4 gold, so next chapter we should hopefully at least be able to afford the Solomon. I say we try this, guys. She does play 3 cards, does have some damage. We have to be careful because we're down to 19. $18. And we played it in this order just to maximize the damage. I know we could have attempted to afford Solomon and then hit her, but it's going to be relatively hard for her to go mortal now. We're hitting her for 9. It's only armor. If she has an alpha werewolf, though, she can certainly werewolf, do 8 damage to us, you know, tank it, and then gorge. That's a good play in constructed.
The end is nigh.
You have no right to address me.
It's decided.
What are we going to be at, 11
My,
gold?
my.
Yeah, we can't
I am
afford all 3 of
impressed.
these. Up. Not going to matter. 9
There
base,
was
guys.
only
That was
ever
silly.
one outcome.
That game went well. See, we have to remember those games when the games where we don't draw as well. And even Chapter 3, I could have gambled more. I know Torvarn said that they've been paying off. I went uber safe in terms of the gold. I was costing myself more health, but I thought it was okay. You would have Grimspike, Tiffy, Zilliana? I was going to Zilliana, full Tetsu, and then Solomon. Yours would have been certainly a lot more sustain. Because I would have generated what, 7 off of Zilliana, 10 off of 17, and then the 4 I would have generated 21. Yours would have generated 24. Zilliana was another 5.
First, as I
29.
should be.
I think it would have been close. But that's what I love about this game. There's so many options. Ooh. I like Fank. I don't want to Fank Rance Zilliana. So much gold. So much gold.
I'll squash you like a blood mite.
I'm sure you will. This name looks familiar to me, though. Choma Wandal 86. We are first again, but we just went second in one,
Would you
so
hurry
second
this
is
up?
obviously OP. Oh. I don't know if it's worth hungering here. Because we're not doing anything with it yet. You know, if I can get some gold, I'd rather get the stamp pot or just the Nez out then. So I don't have sustain in my hand yet. I mean, other than stamp, which I can't afford. Probably wasn't the best mulligan. I probably should have saved some different cards. First OP, we thank their thank.
My. I am impressed.
See if I've played him before. Where is that query? Check. I have, back on September the 6th at about 10:51 p.m.
Welcome. It is good to see you again. Welcome.
He was Ariane.
To see you again.
Oh my god, where's my customs officer? That's a nice 6 gold. Alright, what else happened that chapter? I wasn't paying attention. Go figure. No customs. Alright, I thanked his thank. He ringer recoiled me. And then generated gold. So he's got his own vampire power. Oh,
It's decided.
This draw.
My. I am impressed. I'll squash you like a blood mite.
Hello? Oh, no.
Greetings, soldier.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best. I think we're screwed. 1, 8, 6. Yeah, the Tiffy's falls. The stamp pot doesn't get off because I played Tiffy obviously first. Balls. Give me gold grief. Customs officer, where are you? And I had to play it in this order because if I stamp potted, I wasn't mortal anymore. Stupid gold grief. Alright. I didn't think that went through well.
I am
Oh my god, they have to have a way to squelch this. That is so annoying. Alright, we can still afford Nazi. We're hoping for customs, did not show up.
It's decided.
We give up on vampire power without customs officers, and we may have just lost the game in that chapter, since I screwed up the base there. I know he's just trying to save it for vampire power, but maybe he buys an abyssal whip, and this probably isn't going to do much, but whatever. We don't want to play the hunger just yet. Yeah. Yeah, if he gets his power off and we don't, he wins. Ooh, it's a good thing I put it in this order. It doesn't grief his weapon, but I would have got hit hard by the Crassian Warrior, which I can't afford right now. Balls, that's enough gold. Don't do it. Don't do it. I need to draw my customs officer. Oh, there's Liliana, but I didn't play this game well, guys. He's just hoping to top deck his vampire power. I'm hoping for my customs officer. Even then, I'm still a little bit of gold short.
It's decided.
Let's see, that puts me at 5. This is a 12. I think I still have to do it. I'm only at 7 gold, though. Put me at 9. I'd still be able to afford those two.
Delicious.
Not the best. Not the best. Let's see if this even worked. You would have hungered. Balls. He did increase his base here too. Grimspike may not have been the best play here. And he just self-mortal too with all that gold to gorge. Oh, okay. 23, we're taking another 8, doing 6 to him. Anybody's game right now. We're effectively at 20. He's at 19. We're both at 3 base. Come on, customs. We did draw Alley.
I'll squash you.
He's already
like a
gold griefed us
bloodman.
once though.
The end is nigh.
Alright, I like that. That is 9 gold, so we'll be at 18 gold.
It's decided.
He is going second, so am I better off just Tetsuing then? Or, because I'm going to have 18. So I certainly want to buy Vampire Power. And then I think because I'll be at, hopefully at 6 base, I think we just Tetsu over Solomon. We'll assume he weapon griefs. I think the 10 is more important than this because he can weapon grief us. If we were going second, I'd probably play Solomon. I think we do something like that. Just do a little bit more damage. Hunger would have been a net gain of 2 health. Yeah, I didn't even see that, Torvarn. I didn't do the math there very well, probably. Alright, so he's tanking and hitting something, but we drew our customs. I think he would Vampire Power slot 1 if he had it, so it means he never even drew it. It's cool we have no armor, no weapon, because I sometimes forget about the text. I just think of it as, you know, 3 base. It's good old Allie Morris saying, you're like, ah, it's only 3 gold, and then you lose your weapon, you're like, oops. I think we've all done that. At least I know I have. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's a lot of damage. Ah, balls. That's some damage, too. Oh, we are in heaps of trouble here. I think he gets us here, guys, because that's 9 damage, and then he swings at us twice for 18. Oh, no, but then he's only got 3 base. No, I think we 5-shot him before he 5-shots us. Whew. Close game. Holy smokes, guys. First OP. He had 1 more hit. Yeah, another game where my opponent paid for my supports.
naive.
Customs officer, guys. Nice top deck there. Chapter 5. I'm glad we beat guys that sit there and spam emotes. That just bothers me. Hate that stupid emote spam. People want messaging in this game? Really? And did I freeze? There we go. Servers just took a little nap there. We're falling down the stairs to the 2nd floor. Attempting to descend the dungeon. I think we made it to 4 with this deck so far. Well, we've gotten extremely lucky. We've drawn our vampire power, I think, like every game, and somehow played it. I remember that one run I had 2 of them. I couldn't find them. I had the gold, you know, in those games, and I couldn't draw either one. In one game I calculated I drew like 23 cards.
Here for a purpose. Nobody summons Megatron.
Mini Xander, thank you very much for clicking that follow button, sir. Much, much appreciated. I assume you are the Xander from the top 10 list, usually? I don't know if you are right now, but I know I've seen you on it before. Yeah, I didn't see that Hunger play in a Zilliana. You're right, yeah, because you figure I had to take 14 from Zilliana to get the 12, so effectively only losing 2. But if I had Hungered and 2-shot her, I was only taking 12 damage for the 12. You know, 5 from Hunger and then 7 from her for the 12 health. Your ult at the moment? Awesome. Anytime you get near on your main, your deck starts protesting. I'm not much of a deck builder, that's why I do Dungeoneering, so I'll let you smart guys, you know, create the decks and adjust to the meta. Another Vanescula. This is kind of,
As I should.
I think it's a little unusual. 3 straight Vanesculas after 2 Raptors isn't unusual. But first again, guys, first OP. It's our 4th out of 5th game going first. Yeah, we'll Hunger here right away. Wow, we could actually Grimspike too. We could Alley, Hunger, Beer, Grimspike. If they grief our gold or something, that hurts. We do lose 5, but we should 2-shot this because we'll be at 3 base, you know, 5 attack. So we take 9 damage total, but with the 4 armor, it's not bad. Do 6 damage. It's not bad. I don't think it's the worst. Might be better to play the Vampire. It's not gold, but could actually alley Beer Vampire. No matter what we do, Frankenstrain Chapter 1 is very, very common.
Would you
You've been
hurry
watching
this
abduction
up?
streams for days, so you're perpetually motion sickness. Yeah, I haven't looked at that at all, Tovar. I know you said that was like the follow-up to Mist, if I remember correctly.
How can I be of service, friend of Alchemy?
I hate taking 1,000,000 damage when I just don't have this sustain. We're gonna try this, and this is still gonna... should only hit us for 6. We're gonna wait on the Hunger for now. We should still hopefully have 2 gold. If we want to do it at the beginning of next chapter, we can. I know I could Hunger, Beer, and this, but I just don't have the sustain in my hand right now. Oh, wow.
Welcome.
My opponent reaching into.
See you again.
It was no surprise to see No Man's Sky die quickly. That game was so overhyped. And then it came out and, you know, it looked like a complete dud. I had no interest in it at all. And, you know, I watched the stream for a few minutes. I'm like, man, this game looks more boring than, you know, is possibly imaginable. Too bad I don't have gold grief. It's always fun going first when they have shade, you know, not a ton of gold and gold griefing them. So obviously he's going to generate gold in this last slot and be in good shape. Yeah.
Welcome. It is good to see you again.
I don't think there's a card I'd be able to grief right now because I wouldn't even be able to afford Brugson if I had it. Alright, so he's at 3 base. We're at 3. We can go to 4 right away. The Shade Remains is coming up, but we'd be at 21 health, no gold, 4 base. Let's see what happens. Yeah, the matchmaker only against Vanesculas. It's weird. People are drafting Vanescula today.
It's decided.
So many promises in No Man's Sky, not many worked out. Yeah, and it's how the hype train, you know, got away from that because it was a small developer and And like I didn't even really follow it coming up to it. I know a lot of people after the fact have said, you know, all those promises that you alluded to there, Torvarn, and that just didn't pan out. I don't think Fenk is going to do much because he's going to buy the Shade and go into something pretty easy. Do I Grimspike? You know, Solomon into Grimspike? I don't think so. Not yet, guys. We're just going to do this. We do take at least another 4 damage. Oh, wow. He's bombing instead of Shade. Oh, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. Now all he needs to do is generate 2 gold and he gets another 2 base. So, yeah, we need to... Okay, we actually did hit this. And that's the 2 gold for the Shade. Oh, man, he's at 5 base. He's going to have 7 attack for a slot. He's at 3. He's going to go up to 5 because of that. And technically, he'll have the 1 shot with the weapon, too. Oh, man. We're at 7 gold. No vampire power in hand. I doubt Chinchampa's going to do much. Oh, wow. Apparently, if you get to the center of the galaxy, No Man's Sky teleports you to a new galaxy where you get to do it all over again. Yeah, the little bit I watch, I'm like, and I like exploration games. I like just wandering around, but it's like there was no point to that one. I mean, I didn't see it, you know?
Decided.
Ugh. I really want to take 10 damage for 12 armor.
How can I be of service, friend of Alkaid?
It's not going to do much, but we'll play it anyway. He's still going to be at 7, so maybe if it's a feral vampire, he does take the damage then because he figured he'd be at 8. Ah, it's a demon. So he had the demon bomb combo. If I didn't play that, I would have mortal. Oh wow, I'm mortal anyway. Okay, good.
It's good to see
So I can get Tiffy out. We're obviously just hoping top deck our vampire power. He's got a pretty good deck. He's playing very, very well. Oh wow, yeah, he doesn't have all that gold. What's going on here? Well, we have 10 gold. If we make the play I'm thinking of making, we are simply saying, you know, if I draw vampire power, we're not going to be able to play it. He's at 5 base though, guys. How do we win this game?
It's decided.
How do we win this game? I need to try to carry this into the final fight even though I go first.
Greetings, soldier.
It puts me down to 4 gold, hoping to afford that. I mean, I could always mimic into it. Essentially, it's only losing 1 health for the weapon. I know I can hunger too, but my health is just so low. Vanescula. Vanescula kind of scary. Nice sustain for her. Wow, she has more sustain coming. Yeah, we're not looking spectacular here. Yes, we're at 36, but she's going to be at 27. It's a lot more base. get up to 7 gold by taking 2 damage. Can't afford.
The end is nigh.
You know, we can't afford both of these. I can attempt to do 5 damage to her before we get to the final fight.
It's decided.
Do I Hunger and Solomon? Do I customs Hunger Solomon? That would put me up to 7 gold. Other option is Rance Demon Solomon. Now if she removes that weapon, we're screwed. And she probably will. I mean, that's why Hunger's a little bit better, I think. We're essentially going to be doing 5 damage. There's Hunger. No, we'll try this, guys. I don't know. She's got more sustain too. We're in trouble. Didn't draw vampire power this game, but she played extremely well too. So you know, she did the shade, but had the bomb, and then had a great play. You know, with the remains into the demon to do some damage, did some more damage to us. Really good chapter here. Wanted that gold. We knocked her to 25. We're at 36 or 34. Sorry. She's got her own Solomon, which is 29. You know, total health. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose then, right? Yeah, we have to with the extra base she has. Although we get 3 decent hits, but then we start to fall behind quickly. I don't know, math is hard.
So nice.
Second, obviously, OP.
Go now,
What would the math
before I
say,
change my
Torvarn,
mind.
if I went the other way? Let's see, figure I only did 5 damage. Did we have enough extra hits? No, see, I don't think it would have mattered even if we Naz there instead of doing the Rance into Demon. I think trying to push out as much damage as possible is the right play there. Which means I could have Grim Spike too, but I didn't see a way to take less than 8 damage from him. Essentially 6 though because of the armor. Balls, good game. Very, very well played by my opponent. No vampire power. But we still, you know, we only got the 3 base that game. Remember that game we got the 9? But I'm sure there were better plays. Like even chapter 4, all I did was tank when I needed to get more aggressive because she was outbasing me, so I didn't play that game well. Bum, 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 bum. I really hope this game can turn it around in terms of player base, let me tell you. I don't have any ideas though. I mean, I don't understand, and it must just, I don't know if it's just because of how difficult it is. I wouldn't think so. You figure to create a tournament mode. I figure poker has been doing that forever. You know, you have sit and goes, you have, you know, scheduled tournaments. What's so hard to set up, you know, a tournament, 16 people? And let's do it up. I mean, I can't figure out why Hearthstone hasn't done it. You know, and I think it'd be a great mode. So I think, you know, people say, oh yeah, we want chat. Why? It doesn't, to me it doesn't add nearly enough value to the game. I just want to play the game. I don't want to sit there and type to people. But that's me. I'm not a social butterfly. The 5 health loss is equivalent to my opponent hitting me once. You're saying if the 5, what, from hunger? Because if I... Did I have a better way to... Because I was only at 3 base. If I could have gotten into Grimspike easier, done 6. I think I just drew some of my nice damage cards too late, or I was just playing too passive. A lot of those other games, I was getting my base up nicely. And so I was able to, you know, I want to go to the final fight and have the base. That game I only had 3. My opponent had 5, so I played it as if it was a prior game, which was wrong. Linza. Linza's going to screw me because of all her grief. Yes, Razor? Do you have a nightmare? Yeah. She comes in sometimes meowing, makes you scared. My cat's not the cuddliest of kitties, you know, she's a leave me alone kind of cat. So when she gets like this, I know something's wrong. Right. Alright, apparently we're waiting for our opponent to wait for the game also. We're holding the customs. Who knows if it'll work in this matchup?
No need to rush.
We have a Stampont, we have Hunger, we have Nasdroth. I mean, beer into it is nice. We just want to generate the gold off of something other than customs. We have cards, just... he can Fank our Fank. So we are second, and we know... Well, we just went first and lost, so second, obviously... I know, come here. Just, I love how cats like just don't care whatever you're doing. They're like, I'm coming up. She's on my lap right now. You probably can't see her. And she'll walk in front of my screen. She'll step on my keyboard. She's like, I don't care what you're doing. I can't see my screen, Razor. Do you guys see a nice tail here? She's like, I don't care what you're doing. Pet me.
Oh, would you hurry this
I'd
up?
love to hurry it up. I can't see my screen. I think we have a play, and I had one thought out. Fank, Prisoner, Beer, Vampire. That's some damage to us, but... Could also Fank and then Restore Pot, but... We'd rather try to increase our base as quick as possible. When we get griefed here, it's going to hurt, though, let me tell you. This is Linza. We're going to get rocked this game. She's got... Oh, I think she only played 1 card, because she starts with 6, and she has 5 left. Alright, cat's happy. Fank, Prisoner, Beer, Vamp. Yeah, is that what I did? Cool. Cool, thanks. Beer into me is nice. You're funny, Torvarn. Oh, that's setting up a work order. So we have to be very, very careful here. Oh, I just saw from Hunger it would have put you 1 AP up and only 1 hit behind. That was a tough chapter for me. Rants, I don't think in the Demon is really an option here. Work order's a real possibility. The problem is, we've got nothing. Same problem occurs with Rants and the Grotworm, but... And this is giving him gold to fuel. We don't really have great spend in our hand. If he griefs our gold, we're in a world of hurt too. Well, 15 damage. If he work orders it, unfortunately it's at 12. We'd make it 11. Yeah, so we do take 10. So we'd be able to Tiffy. Yeah, I can definitely 2-hit it unless the work order comes, so... Figure she makes it a 12, we make it back to 11, so... But that allows us to play Tiffy. Puts us at 7 gold. Do we Restore Pot here? Which puts us down to 4 gold. depending, I mean, if I want to get really greedy, I could do. Oh, that's only 3 damage. I would never do that. I think we do it. It gives us some cards in our hand. We do have this for gold. If we could maybe find Solomon or something. Maybe we get into this. This does put us out of mortal in case she does work order this, but I think we do it like this, guys. Eh. Ooh, only 1 card.
Oh.
Wow, okay, she's bricking right now. So that's, right now it's good for us. The problem is our only weapon grief, if we make it to the final fight, is that, whatever that Chinchompa guy or whatever he is. Stamp pots, more base. No vampire power yet. We do have, you know, he may weapon grief us here. We can't assume we're going to have it. They're not generating gold for us either, and we have the customs officer of this game. Oh man. It's one of those things you can't save for it if it's not in your hand. I mean, a little bit maybe you can, but you have to play the cards in your hand. There's a lot of options here. I do have to be careful because it is Linza. That puts us down to 20 and 6 gold. That puts us to 10 gold. Saw us get griefed on our gold last game. But it also makes us mortal, and that's the reason for doing this. It puts us at 15. If we get gold griefed again, remember last game I think we lost the stamp pot. That was last game too, right? That we lost it to Vanescula, I think. And that kind of cost us the game because it cost us obviously the 7 health and the base for the whole game. You would Naz Zilly Stam? You're more greedy? Yeah, I am way too conservative probably. I don't mind this, I think. She does have 10 cards. She's obviously bricked the first 2 chapters, so something's coming at me hard here. Hopefully it's some sort of grief in these later slots, you know, for weapon, or not weapon grief, for, yeah, weapon be fine too. For creature grief, and not gold grief. Unfortunately, that's pretty much all our gold spent. But I think we do it.
It's decided.
I mean, her goal is just to get up to 7 gold, buy Tetsu Katana, and win. I don't really, there's not much I can do to play around that. We didn't draft a Trickster. That was one way, I guess. Hope it discards it. Yeah, I might play too conservative at times, Torvarn. Oh, I just realized my camera's probably been hit from the cat again, huh? Alright, hopefully that looks okay. I can only do so much with this, you know what I'm saying? Alright, definitely taking their time. They're probably upset if they bricked again, so. They did play 2 cards. Weapon in the creature or work order? I don't know. Work order is fine by me if it is. Oh, okay, it's just weapon into weapon. They still wouldn't be able to Dust Devil me if they, you know, draw it, because it does use both charges of the weapon. Fortunately, we didn't get gold griefed or anything. Now, we still have to be very careful. This could be a work order. Now, they only played 2. They're only drawing 2 fresh cards. See, what happens with me, Torvarn, is I get really conservative, and then when a play works, then I get greedy, and then I blow it. What is she doing with no gold? I get Slime Toes in a Grimspike here. Work order wouldn't be the end of the world. I would take 4 from Slime Toes instead of 2. Essentially 2 because of the armor, because it'll become a 4-8. I'd still 2-shot it. I don't have even the little rat to play last slot right now, so maybe I take Slime Toes in a final battle. And of course, in theory, Slime Toes and the Zilliana. It allows me to buy things like Nasdroth, and that's it. I'm only effectively getting, you know, 1 health from the Zilliana because she's going to hit me for 7. And then I'm only going to heal for 8 because I'm at 22. I'm going to do this. It allows me to hit the demon and then 2-shot the Grimspike. We're going to try it, guys. I could also try to alley Naz, Slime Toes, and then Zilliana. Doesn't really change much.
It's decided.
What other grief can happen here? Weapon grief slot 2 kind of hurts us a little. Let's roll with it. What? Alright, did they just... Oh, he wants the gold, okay. He's also mortaling, so... Yeah, he's just gonna win with a Tetsu Katana at the end. That's gonna stink. Or is he just going for it now? Oh, okay, an SGS. They're still mortal. They only have 1 gold, I think, after they pay for that.
Welcome. It is good to see you again.
I probably shouldn't even have generated this much gold. 'Cause I have 7, so if he has his own customs...
The end is nigh.
Alright, that obviously has to go last slot. I mean, I could play both of these in theory. But if she griefs, then I'm taking a lot more damage than I need to. This is only 4 damage to me, and I should one-shot that. I think I go for it. Make sure I don't exhaust and then go into a creature. That'd be kind of stupid. Right now I don't need this, but who knows if she starts swinging. She's only at 1 gold. She's either bricked her hand or... I mean, she did nothing virtually Chapter 1. Played a Calphite Worker that was fanked. Battled me for a couple damage. You know, 3 because of the weapon. Combated into Watchtower, just trying to free up cards. Tanked this just for the gold to afford this. Which means, does she not have the Tetsu Katana, or does she have a ton of ways to generate gold here? Because you'd think she'd be saving the miner for this chapter and win the game just last slot. We're effectively dealing 4, but taking 2. We're going to take another 4. But essentially 2 because of this, hopefully only. So we're doing 10 damage, 15 damage to her. And we also are getting a little bit of sustain here, here, and the weapon. I think this is fine. It's funny, this game I draw all this damage. Last game I needed to somehow do the damage, but see, we got up to 5 base this game. That's worthless. This may not be worthless. The cabbage, but we're going to try it, guys. If she griefs us, she griefs us. I probably don't need to be this greedy. We're ahead, but who knows what weapon she could put on at the end. The lower I can get her, the better. If I can, you know, do 8 damage then each hit, I should have no trouble affording Solomon here. We're going to have 13 gold going into him. This is Linza, though. She can start striking us. She obviously had the battle. Alright, she's sustaining and going into a nice weapon. Not taking any damage. You know, from the Grardar. Very nice. Holy smokes. 4 barrel chests. Maybe, man. That's why we're trying to do as much damage as possible here. Alright, we got her to 12. Get her to 7 here. Interesting, because she would have not had any idea how much gold I had. She kind of used a charge on that. Right now we one-hit her unless she sustains, because we're going to have Solomon and we have 5 base. Oh, she did sustain. I don't think it's going to be nearly enough though, guys, even though she hits us 2 good hits and that's it. We do 2-shot her because we're at 8 ourselves. She had a phenomenal last chapter.
So naive. You tried, I suppose.
Good game, good game. You know, doing all that damage definitely helped. We drew pretty well at the end. Second straight game, no vampire power, but we didn't need it that game because we were at least able to get the 5 base. We drew pretty well there. I thought we had a pretty good chapter 4 to 2-shot the Zilliana to give us the gold to fuel us, you know, to buy the Nasdroth and to make sure we had the gold for what's-his-face. We had plenty of gold at the end, but you never know. Brugston Bergston's a card. What's up, just one guy? Yep, lucky win there. It's a pretty good deck. I think the card quality is pretty high. But that's what's great about this game. Even if you know you got a great deck, the grief is real. And if you get uber greedy, it can cost you. And sometimes when you play too conservative, it can cost you. So it's finding that balance. How's your luck been in the dungeons, just one guy? Could see I've been decidedly average lately. 5, 1, 3, some 4s, some other 3s. I've been okay this month still. I'm at 5.47 average for the month in 17 runs. August I was 4.18 in 17 runs, so that's a pretty big difference. I've gone from a 58% win percentage to almost 66. Right now it's 65.96. So and so, yeah, that happens. I mean, any card game, you know, you got to be prepared for your variance. You won 5 games without spellbook, surprisingly. You just never know. I mean, sometimes, you know, you draw well with the cards you have. You know, your opponents don't. You know, grief can win games. You know, if you had one Cedrador or something, that can win you a game or two easily. Mini Xander, who's my favorite legend to play as? In Constructed, it's Vanescula. I mean, she's the one I, you know, hit Legend with. I really like playing Vanescula. Dungeoneering, I really like it. I'm not even that good with them. And I don't play a ton of them in Constructed, but Ozan can just be so... Sometimes I get such fun decks. And I also like Morvran when I get the Calphites. I love playing Morvran. Even in... I've been playing him some casual. I built a Calphite deck with the Queen, of course. So I enjoy Morvran, you know, and Ozan. In Dungeoneering, if you can get the Morvan pieces, it's a lot of fun. And Constructed, I like Vanescula. Ariane, I don't really do any Constructed. I know the 1 AP one's popular. I don't really play that. I don't really like Linza because she's just too one-dimensional, especially now that Grief is done. I never played the Grief, but everybody runs the bar fights, the Calphite emissaries. It's like, it's hard to get that weapon rolling. You know, you're dead a lot with the Grief. You know, you have to hope the opponent doesn't draw it. So most people run it, that I've found. And I like Raptor. I mean, I like, you know, tanky styles, control-type games, but... You know, he's definitely not my favorite. I think he's really good in Dungeoneering, though, because he just has the most consistent base gain, usually. Ikligor you can usually, you know, get into. Barricade's awesome. Amulet of Fury, of course, so... 2 months from the closed beta anniversary, okay. Yeah, I found the game, as you know, as I say it all the time, in open back in March. It wasn't even on my radar. I wasn't even aware of it before that. But that's pretty cool. Hopefully, you know, player base picks up. That's a great game. It's unique. There's nothing else like it. That's what I don't understand, and maybe it won't be, but Elder Scrolls Legends is just Hearthstone. I don't know if you guys have tried it, seen it, but it's just way too similar. Yeah, they added an extra lane. There's a rune system, but the same mechanics. You know, you're getting 1 mana a turn. There's creatures across from each other. This one, they're across from each other, but you know they're moving along a board. You can grief each other. There's interaction during the turn. It's just awesome. That's why I'm interested in Gwent. I tried the kill the server thing. The game crashed on me after like 3 times. I'm like, all right, it's just not going to work. But I never played it in The Witcher, and I never played The Witcher. So I'm interested. It looks different. I heard it's a lot different. I haven't really done any like looking or research. I've just read a couple of posts that people are saying it's unique also. So I'm excited about that. So I think closed beta is launching next month. Hopefully I can get in. It was really cool about the kill the servers thing is they allowed people to stream it. I don't know if you guys caught it. There was a bunch of people streaming yesterday. I didn't attempt to. And I tried to get into the event. Like I said, and it just the log, I downloaded the client and all that stuff. I was able to launch it, and then I get into a game, and I get to the mulligan screen, and then it just kind of crashed on me like 3 straight times. You don't know whether you like this game or Eternal better. I'm not familiar with Eternal, Kid Chaos. Let me take a quick look, see if I can find it real fast. I assume it's a Steam game. So I'm going right to Steam. I'm not even Googling. There's a lot of Eternal, Senia, Destiny, Eternal Champions. I remember that game for I think it was the Sega Genesis. Holy smokes. Eternal Step, Eternal Winter. You have any more information for me, Kid Chaos? An Eternal card game? Because I've played a little bit of Faria. I enjoy that. I used to play Hearthstone. Don't really play that anymore. I tried, and it's still in early access, Labyrinth. It's actually pretty cool. I know we've played this guy before. Not today, not this run, but this name is very familiar, so that's cool. Like I said, I've been seeing a lot of new names, which is exciting to me. Let's see, guys, if I can remember off the top of my head last time I played this guy.
Second. Good. No need to rush.
Oh, wow. Assuming I spelled it last time. No, it's not in here. Okay. We know we want gold. I could actually try to gold, hunger. Prisoner. Do I keep the stamp pot? Yeah, I do.
How can I be of service?
Alright, let's try this, guys. We are second. We could try to customs at the end. I'm doing this just to try to play around gold
Would you
grief. I mean,
hurry
I'm
this
going to have
up?
4 gold, which isn't too bad for his customs. He would generate 3 if he has a customs at the beginning of next chapter. But we can do this, too, to try to get in other cards. We could also... Now, we want to do this. We don't want to spend the gold. It's an extra card only, and 2 extra health. We're going to play it this way, guys. It's the same design studio that did the Elder Scrolls card game, but it's their own game, not under contract with Bethesda. To me, Elder Scrolls is too similar to Hearthstone. Is it a completely different game? I actually, I don't find it on Steam. It's weird. I've seen them Googling it right now. I mean, they have their own site, obviously. He's probably like, I did that right before that. Oh, wow, he tried to flank me and Treyborn me. Man, am I glad I didn't play the customs officer. Oh god, I played this guy though, but it doesn't matter because I increased my base. I gotta learn to pay attention. So here's the griefer. Is this game like in beta still? Is it in full release? I've never heard of this one. I'm looking at it right now, eternalcardgame.com. Actually bookmarking this site.
It's decided.
Oh, what's the play? What's the play? I think he generates more gold for his book. I think we can customs here, guys. Afraid to try to buy the stamp pot in case he does buy a weapon or something. I think this has more value going into other cards for us. We're not going to try to buy it just yet. The stamp pot, that is. Alright, there's his book slot too, so now we have to be very, very careful. Uses some similar mechanics to I'm not familiar with Magic, I've never played it. Wow, he's tanking Alexicus to go mortal. Those can be anything, those are random spells. What makes it so excellent is the card design. Okay. Alright, this guy is a griefing machine with the Fangs, the Treyborns, the Rats. And he's dead. Nice, nice. I'm glad we did that play. This guy's a big gambler. Holy smokes. He said, I have no trouble tanking 26 damage that chapter.
I suppose.
What? Why would he take that much damage? I don't get it. He apparently said, I'm done. I'm going to bed. Anybody else confused by those plays? That was kind of a gift win, huh? Glad we played the demon there. Basic rules are nothing special, but the card mechanics are unlike anything you've ever seen before. Do people stream this game, or is it like under an NDA or something still? Let's see if I can find it. Okay, looks like there's a couple live channels. If it's called Just Eternal. Oh wow, yeah. There's quite a few videos also, past streams. The NDA lifted a month ago? Awesome. There are people streaming right now. Yeah, okay, if I'm looking at the right game, I see somebody that has like 12 people watching them here. Looks like a card game, and now I have a commercial on. I always like delving into new games. Sometimes if you play a game too much, you get sick of it. I'm still enjoying Chronicle, though. I mean, I had been branching out to Fairy. I haven't played that in a little bit, although I really enjoyed the puzzle content last time I played it. It's just something about Chronicle that keeps bringing me back. I mean, Chronicle is a great community, too. I know, you know, we definitely have people that show up here that are awesome, and yeah, I mean, right now it looks like, you know, it has the, you know, a board on each side, what I'm looking at. Alright, one hero just smacked the other hero in the face. I might have to give it a try. Now he just smacked a creature in the face. Oh yeah, he just rocked his face for 8. That's game. Huh, I don't want to download it while I'm playing because my internet's not the best. But I have it on my, I bookmarked it. I'll probably look into this a little bit more and I'll probably play it soon. Let's see. What's going on in their Twitter account? Oh, I got 1,400 followers. Do I need a key? I just I see a register and a login button. I don't see a download yet, yeah, so it might still be in early access or something. Okay, yeah, I see on the 16th a new wave of beta keys just went out. Okay, I'm gonna have to sign up for the beta. Yeah, it's in closed beta, it appears, the 15th closed beta keys. Oh, I see Kibler. I wonder, was that a sponsored stream? I streamed it on September 9th. He tweeted and they liked it. Or retweeted. Come on, game. Hit me up with a match. Everyone's sick of me talking about another game. Chronicle is tons of fun and the free-to-play model is pretty generous. Could not agree with you more, Kid Chaos. Let me tell you. They gave out... I'm a free-to-player myself. I've never... I'm ashamed to admit that I've never spent a nickel on the game. I still have, you know, a bunch of copper. I've been playing since March. Mostly dungeoneering. I have hit Legend or Diamond the last couple seasons. Normally I'm not much of a tryhard in ranked. I like draft modes. Rolo's in this deck?
Second.
I didn't even know Rolo was in this deck.
No need to rush.
Let's get rid of him. We'll get rid of the cabbage. I think we're gonna Rolo Rebel Officer Alley? Or should I hold the officer maybe for a turn? Yeah, I really... You can keep your cards. That's amazing. You get to keep your cards in your draft. I've never played a game like that. Once you get to the second floor in Dungeoneering, it takes a while to get the opponent. It takes a while on the first floor. You're not a limited player. You like constructed. Okay, yeah, I prefer usually draft modes. At Hearthstone, I used to play Arena. Fairy, I like Pandora. We'll keep Nazi too. I'm debating if I try to customs here or wait. I'll be honest, I forgot Rolo was even in the deck. We have not played him much, if at all, this run.
Oh, would you hurry this
Here's a
up?
Raptor, though. Raptor is... I think he's the first one we've seen this run, but I think he's become the best class. And I'm trying to type his name right now into my database. Good luck. Dan Shitanaka. We're second again.
How can I be of service?
I'm going to play it at the end. He did play 4 cards. Give us some gold, baby. We tried Hearthstone a long while back and it was too simplistic to hold your interest, but I've been thinking of checking it out again to see how the game's expanded over time. I played Hearthstone since like closed beta, and I played for a couple of years. I enjoyed it. I like the simplicity. I'm not, you know, the greatest at games. I hope he generates some gold in that last slot for me. Come on, gold. Oh my god. Like a million armor already, my god. Yeah, that was a bad customs. You know, I really enjoy it, but I pretty much same thing Arena. I never hit Legend in that game. I never even tried. But I really enjoyed the, you know, Arena mode. That's why this game, the Dungeoneering mode, just came kind of naturally for me. Well, we have Nazi. We're only at 2 base right now. Ugh. That's kind of a bad draw. The thing with Hearthstone, though, if you haven't played in a while, if you prefer constructed, you're going to be behind. Just Hearthstone's expensive to get into now because of all the expansions that have come out. I think it's going to be difficult. You can't Brugson us, so we should safely be able to buy that. But we have no other play, guys. This stinks. 3 base with nothing to do. I don't really want to tank 12, I think, for 1 base. No easy gold. I already blew the customs. I was really hoping he would be, you know, saving up gold to buy the amulet chapter 2. So maybe I screwed up with that play. I had quite a decent collection in Hearthstone just from all the arenas. You always get a pack from that. And I never even spent my gold on arenas. Just like this game, I spend my copper on dungeoneering, not on packs. But you build up a decent collection over time then. But I think it'd be hard to get into unless you're willing to spend quite a few bucks. I have trouble spending bucks on digital stuff. I mean, I love games. I play games and spend money on, you know, different games and stuff. But to me, a collectible card, it's like, eh. Guys, we have no play. This stinks. He, of course, has 4 cards. We fueled his gold. Yeah, I think we lost this one, guys. Here comes the amulet. He had an amazing chapter 1. Million armor, bought cards. And I've already played my customs. See, I screwed up. I screwed up royally. We haven't been drawing vampire power lately. Now we'll probably draw because we probably won't come close to affording it this game. I blew it with that customs officer. We gambled and lost. Let's see what we find. He's in really good shape, guys. He's going to have 8 cards, a lot of gold. He's got the weapon to start. I think the game I think looks pretty good. I'm looking at it. It's not too shabby, it appears. Oh, wow. Where's our gold gain? I doubt this is going to do much. I mean, unless he tries to go into creature, chances are he's just going to hit something big in slot 1. First, obviously, OP. We have a full hand, guys, but no gold. Hopefully we get the 4 base unless he griefs us. How do we get into Zillion? If we can go to 4 and find Slime Toes, we have a shot. Because then we can afford this, afford these, you know, or be able to hit this.
It's decided.
Yeah, this ain't pretty. We're hoping he's trying to go creature, but he's probably just going to hit something big here. This is probably a waste. Yep, something big. Yep. That's some damage to us.
Ow.
Oh, we just self-mortal if we find our Tiffies. He's got a good deck. You can see, I mean, every card he's played is just a premium card, pretty much. You know, they're just really good cards. He's playing well. Oh, unfortunately, I forgot we're taking ourselves out of self-mortal. You would not spend real money on booster packs, but you might spend money on the adventure mode. There's Tiffy, but I just put myself out of mortal. Yeah, I always had the gold to just spend gold on him. That's what I was doing. Well, we do have 4 base. He's just hoping to draw his amulets. This game's not looking pretty right now. I mean, technically we're kind of ahead because of our base, but... well... I don't like the way he played that. He wanted to generate armor and then remove it for the health. But whatever.
It's decided.
We have to go for it. If we die, we die. Fortunately, it's only 8 gold. I think we try to Grim Spike. Hopefully we can afford this, or else this whole play goes down the tubes. Uh-oh, what are we losing? Alright, that's actually fine. We don't... Well, we may have wanted to play that next chapter for the health, but certainly card draw doesn't help in chapter 5. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sign up, see if I can get in the beta for this thing.
Welcome. It is good to see you again.
Right now I'm watching the game and the opponent has, one guy has 4 cards on the top of the board, the other guy has 1 on the bottom. All that gold, guys. He's not drawing his amulets. We're going to put ourselves back down to 26, but 2 armor. Hit him here, which is good. Oh. That's interesting. This isn't chapter 5. He's putting the weapon on now, which means he has something else big at the end of the next chapter. That's bad. It's bad for us. We can attempt to hit him with the demon. It's almost similar to last game here. Which does give us enough gold for the full Tetsu or the Solomon. I think the Solomon might make more sense.
The end is nigh.
He hasn't increased his base yet, but if he draws the amulets, it's anybody's game. I assume he's putting a weapon on at the end, or else he wouldn't have bought that weapon. In theory, it's smarter for me to just tank up because I have more base. Well, maybe he doesn't.
I might not have enough.
Oh, I'm short 1 gold. Never mind. I was like, yeah, I can't do both. So I have 4 gold. I go up to 8. Vanescula can be difficult. All the legends. That's right. They're all so unique in this game to me. They're all, they all have their own nice playstyle, which is pretty cool. Vanescula is hard, I think. Balls. Balls. Well, we get him low. I mean, we're going to 13, but we're taking him to 10. We hit him for another 5, but balls.
This armor is of the hybrid style.
Vanescula has some pretty bad class cards, I feel. But in draft mode, anything can happen. I really like Vanescula in ranked. She's the legend I've taken to Diamond. Alright guys, we do 2-shot him. He doesn't get there. I just played a raptor that couldn't increase his base. He must have drawn poorly.
So nice.
And he had the gold all game for it.
You tried.
Alright, so I mean his plan with the weapon was then just to battle me. He had to do as much damage as possible, but he wound up battling and then sustaining, whereas we were just trying to do damage, so. Vanescula is the legend, I think, in Dungeoneering I'm almost the worst with, if not the worst. Let me double check my stats. So this runs a bit of an anomaly. Win percentage by legend. This actually puts her at exactly 4.0, but because I had a decent Morvan run last time, 7 wins, he's at 4.2. So Vanescula is my worst in Dungeoneering. But she's a lot of fun in ranked. Haven't mastered the art of maintaining more, not going dangerously low health. Yeah, I have a aggro deck that I actually even run full Darok in, and it kind of works because typically I try to win by chapter 3, but there have been times I've actually taken that deck to the final battle and won. And if I'm able to increase up to 5 or more base, it's worked. In the deck, it just naturally has sustain because of Gorge, you know, one of those cards that requires Mortal. And then I run 2 Fire Watches, 2 Gorges. Oh wow, creating an account automatically signs you up to receive a beta key. Alright. I am signing up for Eternal right now. Hey, which I make my screen name. I am PazmanWorks. Yep. Yeah, people are really reading that beta thing there, buddy. Alright, click the checkbox there. Sign up. Sure. You like Linza yourself? You have to spend a lot of cards on durability to keep your opponent from griefing away your weapon. Yeah, I don't like Linza just because she seems so one-dimensional. In my aggro Vanescula, I run 2 bar fights. My other decks, you know, I will run double Calphite emissaries. And if I play against a Linza, I just hard mulligan for those. That's the only cards I care about. Not always fun giving up valuable card slots just to safeguard your... It's so hard, too, because, I mean, Calphite Emissary gets rid of 3, Barfight essentially gets rid of, 3, because it gets rid of 2 and then the battle, so... It's so hard, a well-timed Barfight loses you the game. Let's see, my last Vanescula went 3, the one prior to that was 7, and I actually have gone 12 with her once, surprisingly. And this deck, it's really weird. My first few games was Vampire Power winning it for me. I was able to find it. The last few games I haven't drawn it, but I'm still winning because I was able, I have Nazdroth, I have Stampot, I've got Hunger, I've got other ways to increase my base, and the deck has decent sustain, so I'm liking it so far. I can't complain no matter what. 7 wins. Once you hit 7 in this game, it's nice. It's just like Arena and Hearthstone. It pays for your run. You get at least 1,500 copper back. Plus, you always get a pack, and plus I'm getting shards, too, to be able to craft more cards. So, 7 is the, very nice spot to get to. 3 is considered kind of break-even because you get around 500 copper. It costs 1,500 to come in, but the 500, in a pack costs 1,000, so those two kind of, even out. Alright, let's see. Just got an email from Eternal here. He's a rookie. He's a liar. I've played that game before. Ariane. Name doesn't look familiar. 500. Gone second the last 3 games.
First, as I should
That
be.
streak stopped. There's Rolo again. We're holding Vampire Power. Same thing. We can Rolo, Rebel, Alley. We'll probably Alley first, just maybe we carry the one weapon over, that's fine. I want to hold this, so we need gold. If I hold Ziliana then. If this doesn't get griefed, I could actually Solomon into Ziliana. It's only a net effect of 3+ gold though, so I think I have better cards that get me gold. I think. Like Grotworm. That card might be a great gold card. We shall see.
How can I be of service, friend of Al-Khalid?
We don't want to buy the Nasdroth yet. We're going to try to get greedy this game.
Would you hurry this up?
That should be 5 gold for us. Hopefully she doesn't buy the book here. I could in theory do this, but we're going to wait because we go first. I'm hoping she doesn't generate 8 gold and spend it here. You know, hopefully she carries over 7 gold or 9 gold or something. Yeah, we'll wait then. We might have to buy the Nasdroth. Oh, there's gold.
Welcome. It is good to see you again. Welcome. It is good to see you again.
That's an insane amount of copy. Yeah, I've been playing a while, so that's all it is. I was the same way in Hearts. I don't have a ton of gold, but I used to use all my gold for, you know, the adventures. But, you know, I always had no trouble buying the adventures, which usually was at least 4 wings for about 2,800 gold. And I usually, you know, had a balance of like 5-6k, so even when the adventure came, it wasn't a problem. Alright, I'm confirming my email with Eternal here. Sure, remember me. I didn't pay attention to that chapter. Oh wow, she drew 1,000,000 cards. Only generated 3 gold. That kind of stinks. Do I Nazi here? Puts me up to 6. I can go up to 7. Really want to be able to afford vampire power. Cool. I'll receive an email. My beta key will be available. Awesome. It took you... Oh, okay. Only 4 days? That's not too bad. For a beta Eternal account to get my key sent to me. Very nice. Very nice. I always like trying out, you know, new games. So I'm hoping it's not too similar
It's
to...
decided.
I know you said it's by the same dev team as Elder Scrolls Legend. I hope... Did you play Elder Scrolls Legend? I hope it's not similar, because to me, ESL was very similar to Hearthstone. Guys, we got to play one more card. I think... I don't want to. I think we do the Nasdroth. We could certainly try the Officer somewhere in the middle of the chapter. I don't want to carry the Slime Toes over. There's no reason to yet. We'll do this. Ooh, just griefing our gold. Ooh, there's some nice gold in Mimic. We just got to watch our health. It is Ariane. But yeah, the grief, it doesn't kill us here. Alright, good. No creature. That's good. I was even thinking of playing the Slime Toes at the end, but because I didn't have something to definitely go into, I was like, eh. Interesting battle. Maybe that was his way of getting rid of a weapon, you know, especially with the Cedrador Grief. Ooh, wow. This is 1 AP Ariane in Dungeoneering. That fuels my customs for a total of 5 gold. Half of 7 rounded up is 4, plus it drops 1. Is it worth it, or should I do it maybe slot 2? But he might buy a weapon or something. Ugh. It's only similar in that you play creatures to smack your opponent. Okay. I'll give it a try. You know, it's what's the worst? Obviously that can happen. Ooh, wow, that puts me up to 6. 7, 8, 9.
How can I be of service, friend of Al-Khalid? How can I be of service, friend of Al-Khalid?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
How can I be of service?
Now, that's
friend
dangerous,
of
just
Al-Khalid?
because it may kill me. But if we
It's
have this
decided.
gold, so we're generating 5. So we're at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're at 15 gold. We're taking at least, though, 5, 6, 9 damage. So we're going to be pretty low. We got to hope if we stay alive, we go first next chapter, vampire power, bam. We're looking solid. We vampire power, cabbage. If we could generate more gold, Tetsu, we're in good shape. She may kill us though. She's got a lot of gold. This is dangerous. This is extremely dangerous. Because she has gold and 1 AP. Yeah, we may die here, guys. Second Cedrador.
The purge is
We're gambling with the vampire power. This is 9 damage to us. We have 5 more coming last slot. We might be dead.
Welcome. It is good to see you again.
You have my gratitude.
Whew, we're alive. Barely. You could list the differences, but if you're going to try it out for anyone, you'll see yourself. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Kid Chaos. I'll definitely check it out once I get the key. I'll probably even stream it then. I like sometimes trying out, you know, new games for first time. People can see me, you know, trying it out for the first time and laugh at my plays.
I am weakened.
We
I
have
must
this.
heal soon.
Which puts us back up to 13. So right now we want to sustain some more. We want to sustain some more.
It's decided.
We're at 2 gold. I think. God, another Cedrador hurts. I mean, we have a lot of sustain happening here, though. We're up to 13, 7, 20. We could try to Slime Toes into Demon. We could actually try to kill her even sooner, guys, with the Demon play. So that's 6, 7, 8. I mean, I could try to kill her. I really want this 2 gold for the Tetsu. We're going to sustain and then try to do some damage. Let's see how it works. She does play 3 cards, little weapon. Yeah, it looks, you know, interesting. Obviously, I've only looked at it for a couple minutes here, but I'll definitely try it out. What's the worst that could happen? I don't like it. Like I said, I tried DSL. I was excited about that one. Alright, we were able to sustain quite nicely here, boys. And I know I could have waited, I could have slime toesed into it, ranced into it to do more damage, but right now we're so far ahead. I wanted that gold to be able to buy Tetsu right away. And if I draw Grimspike, that's GG slot 1.
The end.
Well, that's
is
not Grimspike.
nigh.
Ah, balls. We don't even have any, gold gain. I was thinking I'd be able to afford Tetsu. I was 1 short. Oops. Only gold gain is Zilliana. I don't think I take this chance. You played through the whole ESL tutorial campaign, but haven't logged in since. Yeah, I don't even know if I made it all the way through the tutorial. I played, I think maybe 10, 12 matches of it. Maybe further. I don't really remember too well, but it just, I was like, this is Hearthstone.
It's decided.
I mean, in theory this works,
You
guys,
have
but
no
if she
right to
griefs
address
this...
me.
I don't think I need to gamble like this. I really don't. Right now I one-shot her. I could just simply Slime Toes, Restore Pot. I'll probably win. Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen? We're about to find out. Oh wow, I think that's the only card she played, guys, so she can't win. Assuming I didn't kill myself here. If I didn't screw up the math. This was a gamble too, because if she griefed my weapon right there. You know, it only needed to hit me twice too, I was dead, so. did it. So I probably should have played that chapter safer, guys. There was no reason. This far ahead, she's at 1 base, I'm at 6. I could have just restore potted and coasted along. So gambling that much was stupid. We still got the win, but I could have easily lost that. It was an okay game, nothing bad about it, really didn't grab me. I feel 100% the exact same way. It just didn't do enough different for me. It didn't catch me. For some reason, Chronicle has caught me. And I've been playing this since March. Yeah, nothing new or different. That's exactly what I felt. I mean, there was minor changes, I thought, from Hearthstone. You know, dual lanes. But would it have been as fun making the save? Obviously not, Minizander. That's why we did it. We gambled. I play pretty conservatively usually, I think, so doing a stupid play every now and then is fine. Or a fun play. I could see how she was winning games, though. She had some nice grief with the Cedradors. So, I think we got a little lucky there. A lot of times, you know, you're not playing around certain cards. It's just your hand, you know, like Chapter 1 there, she played it. Or Chapter 2, she played a Cedrador. Then, you know, I just didn't have any good creatures to play. I didn't want to really play the customs there. But in Chapter 3, she had another Cedrador, and it hit my Rebel. So I was at 3 health, guys, at the end of Chapter 3 that game. She deathed me, and I decided to Mimic, you know, to lose 5 more health. And then, you know, we had the Vampire power. That's why we Mimicked. If we didn't have the Vampire power, we probably wouldn't have Mimicked that chapter. So then we would have really gambled with the Mimic and the Vampire power the following chapter if we top-decked it. And then we got lucky with that sustain, though. You know, we had Vampire power. We had our the prisoner dude, Meredith or whatever his name is. Do you stream picking your cards also, or you start the stream when the matches start? No, yeah, I go through the whole draft, Kid Cass. When I have, you know, the VODs are on Twitch for however long they stay on Twitch, you know, if you ever want to look at a draft. And if I have a decent run, I usually just throw the whole unedited, this stream over on YouTube for whatever reason. I don't really know how to edit videos very well, so I just usually throw the whole stream up there. It does it automatically because I stream simultaneously to Twitch, Beam, and YouTube Gaming at the same time. But if it's not a good run or something, I just remove it. You know, I don't think anybody wants to watch me win one game. Oh, it's fun. You know, it's fun sometimes to watch other people, you know, play poorly. But I have a couple 12-win runs. I even have like maybe some 7 or 8-win runs over on YouTube. Definitely every play I make isn't perfect. I make a lot of mistakes on stream. I always joke about fenking myself. Because if you play Frankenstein into a monster that, you know, you can't one-shot, you take a lot more damage than you should. I've done it. I have, you know, had a weapon, played Alley, and then tried to go into a creature or something like that, and that doesn't work out well when you forget that Alley removes your weapon, so... the game doesn't seem like it has as many people watching it as it used to. When my stream was a little busier, I actually did Twitch drafts too, where you guys would pick the cards for me in the draft. But normally I like to try to have at least, you know, 10 people drafting. So sometimes we'd have like 25 people in stream or something, and you know, because not everybody watching obviously wants to even participate. But sometimes, you know, we'd get 8-10 people. I'm like, cool, you know, and you guys would draft my deck. I have a little add-on that just randomly, you know, generates 2 people, or, you know, a person's name. So for every pick, because you pick 2 in this game, you know, each round for 15 rounds, I'd pick 2 names and randomly you guys would pick my cards, and sometimes you guys pick some good ones, let me tell you. Good old Cabin Boy's been picked more than once, I know that. I kind of explained why I pick what I pick for the most part. I don't just, you know, pick silently. I never shut up. I'm always talking, so. If you've never heard of Beam.pro, it's a cool site. You know, it's a competitor. It's relatively new. It's just bought by Microsoft. And over there I have some buttons. The quality actually looks better to me. I don't have the greatest internet. So you know, my upload speed is not very good. My download speed is not very good. But I don't know, the stream just looks crisper over there for some reason to me. But I also have buttons you can click down there. I'm a Seinfeld fan, and there's some other ones there. So I don't have a Relism's bomb, but if I did, you'd be here at this being played.
Who told you to put the bomb on? I didn't tell you to put the bomb on. Why'd you put the bomb on?
Of course, I'm an old fart, so the movie Airplane.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Late great Leslie Nielsen right there. I'm a Seinfeld fan. I'm also a Larry David fan, so...
I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good.
Alright, we're definitely keeping customs. We are going first again. This is the same opponent. And we have to be careful, because they have Sedradors. I think I'm going to... The Fang probably isn't going to hit anything. They barely played any creatures, didn't they? I wish I could remember what they played already. I know they played the Penguin to go to 1. They have the card that removes health. They have Death. I think I want a Fang, Hunger, Cabbage. Do I keep the... You know what? They didn't play a Trickster, but I think I still keep this. Even though I won't have near the gold yet, but... I think I need to keep it in this matchup because they have a lot of direct damage. I'm not going to Rebel because of that Sedrador. They have at least 2 Archmage Sedradors that we know of. They also have 1 Pirate for 1 gold removal, so this chapter will be okay. We're taking 4, 9, you know, generating 4, so we're essentially taking 5 damage. Larry David show is amazing. Yeah, they're actually coming out with new episodes. You know, it's been off the air for what, since 2010 or something like that. Wow, and he did gold grief me. Fortunately, you know, we had 1 extra gold, so we don't remember any other ones in the deck. But unfortunately, Fang misses. Yeah, that show was just so funny. That guy he's genius. He really is. We didn't see a Lexicus last game. I wonder if he has a Lexicus. Maybe a Zamaraki, which we gotta watch out for then. Demon. I don't know if I like this. I mean, it's only 2 damage. It is 2 gold, but this deck is about, you know, some direct damage and the grief. So I have to watch out for those Sedradors. He's got enough gold for him. I have to really play around that card. I think we Rebel here. Slot 1, it's safe. You can't get Sedradors, but we are going first. Unfortunately, these Sedradors were taking 3 to generate 3. We don't want an officer yet. It's just not enough value, I think. That's going to get Sedradored, but what am I supposed to do? It's going to make it a 3-4. So we're going to have to 2-shot it. It's better than this getting Sedradored. Puts us at 2 gold. Hopefully he generates a bunch. We get some value from the officer. I expect a Sedrador slot 1. Oh, it's Brugson. Even better. Beautiful. We didn't know we had that, but we didn't play any support cards here. That's awesome. So our deck has Vampire Power, it has Nazdraw, that has Stampot. Him blowing that is awesome. We didn't even know we had it. There's Nazdraw.
Welcome.
That's huge. This guy's all about the grief. Alright, we have to play around Asphyxiate. If you don't know what Asphyxiate does, it's a card that does 2 times the damage of my next creature's attack. Because I go first, I can play a creature in slot 1, doesn't hit it. But whatever creature I play after that is the one I take damage from. It's only 5 gold. We can get up to 6. Oh, okay. I think we simply do this and...
How can I be of service, friend of Al-Khalid?
Oh, we can get rid of the ship too.
It's decided.
I've got
We don't have a ship. This is a dead card. And that's good because this puts us up to 7 cards. And, you know, we'll have a full hand. We'll have 6 gold, hopefully. Hopefully he blows the Asphyxiate. He still has 2 Sedradors, which we got to watch out for. I don't want to buy the Nazdraw just yet. I know I can. But we're going to wait. 2 cards. Alright, Archmage, which we knew was coming, so we kind of played around it. Beautiful. Our other alley, too.
The purge is complete.
We're hoping he generates gold. We know he has death, so he wants to generate gold. He has Mimic.
Port's only as good as its
Our customs is not getting much value right now.
Welcome. It is good to see you again.
I could attempt to Beer Grimspike. Sedrador does hit me kind of hard, though.
It's decided.
We don't have vampire power. We could actually afford it. We're gonna try it. It's a bit of a gamble. 5 gold, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It'll put us at 4. I think that'll be okay. Alright, good. We did not get Sedrador, so we have some damage going to him. We only take 4, but because of the armor, we're essentially taking none to deal 6 to him and generate 2 gold. We do have to watch our health. We know he has the card that removes 6 health from us. Right now we're okay though, because we've got a gold card coming up and then health. He's at 1 base again, so we can... Let's see... Oh, wow.
Welcome. It is good to see you again.
We get crazy customs value finally. We've been waiting for this. Don't forget, he's still got death. Nope, 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 no customs value. There's the death. So instead of at 11, we'll be at, what, 14 here? It should round up, I think.
My gratitude.
We're at 15. How come death is different than all the other cards? We're at 29 health. Everything rounds up in this game. Death doesn't. I rarely draft death. I don't think it's a very good card. Yeah, 8 wins. We're doing okay tonight. Just one guy.
The
Oh my god,
end
there's
is
our
nigh.
vampire power. Alright guys, he needs a miracle. Do we have 4 damage? No, we don't have any damage. He does have possibly some direct health damage. Let's see, we're at 4 gold. We can generate, we can get up to 7. There's no reason to play stupid like we did last game. I think we do this. It plays around Sedrador, which I know he has at least 1 more of. He does have the card that does 6 damage if he can get into it to our health. There's not much. I mean, I could play the Tetsu, but then right now I have exactly 7 gold. So I can play full Tetsu and nothing else, which would be fine. He's got 4 health. I one-shot him. So there's probably no point of even doing it like this. Playing full Tetsu is probably smarter. Hey, you know what? That's much smarter. In case he has like Earthwave or something he didn't draw, I think this is the much better play. We're not going to bother slime toesing at the end. I don't think we need it. Yeah, the only way he wins is direct health damage. Ooh, he does play 4 cards. Alright, we played around Sedrador, so that's good. So he's only got 2 gold left, 3 cards coming up. So I had the other play, which may have been, a better play, but I was just playing around because I figured he has to do as much direct damage as possible here. There's the Earthwave. And that's 10, so... Kind of glad we did this. He has no gold. I can't imagine what's in the last slot. That's going to win him the game. Wise old meme. Oh, wow. I think we still would have won, though, right? Because it only healed us for 5.
So naive.
Yeah, because we would have had a bunch of armor.
You tried,
Wow.
I suppose.
Yeah, so that game I played differently last chapter. You know, compared to the last one where I said, let's do some fun stuff. That one we went ultra safe and it still worked out. He probably doesn't want to see us again. That game we drew vampire power, couldn't afford it. We drew it the last chapter. But that guy was about the grief. He had Brugson for gold grief. He had, which could really hurt our deck. We got lucky we didn't draw anything that played, you know, that chapter. He had the pirate that removed a gold. He had double Archmage Sedrador. Both games he was able to play death. So he had some, you know, nice direct damage. You just saw the Earth Wave, the 3 more health at the end removal. I mean, he hit us for 13 damage in the last 2 slots there. And he tried to grief us with the Sedrador. We said not today. Oops. I take it the last patch broke this too. It used to show the number of streamers. That isn't happening now. Eternal's already on tablet? I'm just looking at their tweets. That's cool. So tablet invites are going out. Wow. Do you know if Kibler's been, you know, is it a paid sponsorship to play it? Or was he just playing it to play it? Because I'm pretty sure the Cynical Brit, why is his name eluding me, streamed Chronicle, just, it wasn't sponsored, he just, you know, wanted to check it out. He had some good things to say, you know, quite a few months ago. And 12 wins income. I've had runs fizzle out. I've had runs that started 6-0, go 6-3, so you never know. Ah, cool. There's somebody else streaming this. Oh wow, it's the first time he's playing it. That's awesome. TB wasn't sponsored. Yeah, I remember seeing Crip. I don't even remember the Kibler one. I remember seeing Maz and Trump doing it. Yep. That's right, yeah, the Single Brit Total Biscuit. Thanks for reminding me. I don't know why that name was eluding me. At my age, you start to forget things. Yeah, Crip was sponsored a couple times too, and he seemed to enjoy it, but he's obviously going to stay with his bread and butter. I mean, he streams a game like this, you know, he's got 4,000 or 5,000 people watching. He goes to Hearthstone, you know, he's got 25K. Second Linza this run.
Second.
I don't really have
Good.
weapon grief other than that
No
one little
need
card
to
that does
rush.
1 durability, so that could get ugly. This guy's name's a pain to type in. I think I've had to type his name in before because it's, I don't even know what the letter is. Is that an I? Holy smokes. I know it's supposed to say Da Vinci 420, but I try to be accurate with the case in my database. We are second. First is OP. I better figure it out because I'm down 25 seconds. I'd love to get some gold going. Rolo's just too good, I think. I do have some cards that it synergizes as well with like Crassian and the Rebel. So we'll keep Hunger, we'll keep the Rolo. Yeah.
Would you hurry this
I
up?
don't really want to fuel
How can I be of
his
service,
if he has a
friend
customs
of
officer,
Alcarid?
so it's not. I mean, I do have things to spend the gold on.
How can I be of service, friend of Alcarid?
I might just do this. It's probably too slow. Yeah, roll is a very nice card. I didn't even play it here because it wouldn't have done much for me.
See you again.
And then carrying the weapon over, he's going first. He may grief it, so you can't always count on it. If I was going first, I probably would have played Rolo last slot, maybe. Hoping to draw onto either my Crassian or my Werewolf Rebel. But because I hungered, you know, I don't even need it as much. I don't think I have too many creatures that have 4 health. Well, we can get up to 5. We can
It's decided.
kill the Zilliana, effectively lose 2 health for that 7 gold.
You have
I
no
don't know
right
if it's
to
a good
address
play or
me.
not. So I can get griefed hard here. Trying to play around gold grief by doing this. 15, I'd be at 5. Yeah, I would take, if she work orders, this is going to be hitting me for 18 instead of 14. Oh, okay. Wow, that was the only card she played.
It is good to see you again. Welcome.
Alright.
It is good to see you again.
The thing I really like about this game, I mean, you know, even when you think you're doing well, all it takes is one grief card to screw up your whole chapter and you lose the game. You know, like right now, we're doing okay. You know, we have the base. She, you know, we both have cards. We have a little bit more gold, but it doesn't take much. You know, it takes one card to screw you over. We don't have vampire power in hand, but we got some really nice draw cards in our hand, which I think we're gonna go roll with. Oh, baby. Well, this game it's not bad. We have 7 gold. We can generate another 7. But we have some really nice spend cards here too. You know, 19 spend.
It's decided.
I mean, this is a play. It's a bit of a risk. Hopefully at 6 gold at the end of the chapter. It's a risk because any sort of grief screws us. Dust Devil or something, we're taking damage from this. We'll still try it. We're actually going to overdraw, but that's okay. Uh-oh. She's buying a weapon. And then she's going into Dust Devil, so this play might not work. There's my customs. Oh, okay. Not you yet, anyway. Yeah, we're gonna have 8. You know, we're only gonna draw 2, but we drew 3 throughout the chapter, so 5 cards fresh in our hand is good. It's very, very good. All right, don't grief our weapon here. Oh my God. Oh boy. She's either hoping for the char. Yeah, because she could have. Man, I would have done that play a little differently if I'm her. She had 3 gold to start. She really gambled me not griefing any gold there. You know, because she spent it all. I mean, maybe she was doing that because of my potential of the customs. There's our guy. We're probably going to use it. Maybe she gets uber greedy. But she could have wolfed first to get up to 10 gold. And then still had 2 gold at the end of the chapter, even after buying these 2. So she really gambled. Now, the reason I put the katana on is because she's gonna start swinging at me, I think, or going to big creatures. Oh, 6, 7, 8,
It's
9.
decided.
Now, I could die. It seems unlikely, but she does have the katana on. I shouldn't fank myself. I will take 2 damage here, 2 damage up from the rebel no matter what. You know, not including obviously what she's doing because we don't know. Let's get rid of the 50s at the end, but man, 6, it gives me 11 gold. So I could buy these 2, I could buy this, put this on at the end. A lot's going to depend on what she does. Or, if I draw vampire power, I might want to try to play that. But we'll do this. Maybe that 1 grief does hit her. What the?
Welcome. It is good to
What?
see you again.
Is anyone else confused? She forgot that it removed the weapon. She needed to go. I do this, guys, where you think, all right, it's just gold.
Here, have these pies.
I'm confused, boys. Who here hasn't done that, though?
Port's only as good as its bar.
Watch her have another one and win the game. She'll generate the 6 extra gold she needs, put it on last slot. I have no grief. I just played the chop thinking maybe she's going to try to go in some big creatures and that 1 durability can do something.
The end is nigh.
We have 11 gold. Why can't you have my opponents? We have double or base. Could even try to get greedy. Maybe she does some damage to me somewhere.
It's decided.
She griefs our gold. This is going to be a pain. You know what? Just to try to prevent that, I can mimic. You know, it takes me to 23. I'm healing right back up. That puts us to 15 gold.
Hey, thanks.
Theory, I could even afford that.
Good work there.
She griefs our gold. We don't get the Solomon though. Eh. Alright, she only played 2 cards. That's not going to win her the game.
Ooh.
I think maybe they realized they misplayed a little bit. Alright, guys. I know I've done it. I've played Alley just thinking, hey, it's 3 gold. A long run, guys. I've only streamed this one thing. I talk a lot. It takes a while. Queue times have been slow. But I've been streaming for 3 hours now. We're still in 1 run today.
Not much of a challenge.
Oh, don't get cocky there. Hey, when he bought that Tetsu Katana, I expected some fireworks in Chapter 4. I didn't expect him to play Alley slot 1. Twice that game, he had a weapon on in an allied slot 1. Alright, we're knocking on the throne room. wonder if I've, assuming I spelled his name right, which I probably didn't. Wonder if I have played him before. Nope. Yeah, assuming I spelled his name. His name's weird. My thing doesn't do case sensitive, but I may have screwed that up. Yeah, if anybody ever tells you they've never misplayed in this game, they're lying, let me tell you. 'Cause I misplay all the time. It happens. I'm feeling still pretty good today. I'm not too tired yet. It's already 12:15 though, so I gotta be hitting the hay. Hoping to get up somewhat early tomorrow. Gotta do some cooking, then hit the gym. I didn't even go to the gym, actually the last 2 days. I didn't go today or yesterday. Like last week, I don't, you know, I just do some weights and a little bit of cardio. And I was doing some jogging on the treadmill, which is unusual for me. So I was trying, I was doing pretty well. I was going to break a 9-minute mile, which is very good for me. And about the 8-minute mark, my leg just cramped up, my calf. I'm like, what is this? So I've still been able to do a lot of recumbent bike this week. But then it was starting to feel better. You know, still felt a little tightness. And then Thursday, I was just doing laundry, and I was you know, I live in an apartment complex, and it's pretty close. So I just went to jog back from after, you know, I threw the load of laundry in, and it did it again. I'm like, what's going on here? So I took the last 2 days off. I was still, you know, did some walking today. But don't get old, guys. I remember a guy I worked with. He's like, you know, he came in and he was kind of hunched over and his back was bothering him. I'm like, what happened? He's like, I wish I had a good story. He's like, I sneezed. I'm like, oh man, you're getting old. So it happens to everyone, guys. I know most of these out there are probably pretty young, but it happens. You've put 2 Ring of Kairos in a row before things are going to give you a discount? Oh, yeah. You know, like I said, things like that is, you know, we've all done it. You know, sometimes you think you could maybe like beer, but the temporary only lasts for 1 slot, and you're thinking, oh, okay, you know, I'm going to be able to carry this over, and it happens. You live and learn. Especially if your opponent locks in fast and you're under the gun. Oh, man, have I made massive errors. I remember one time, a long time ago on stream, I was deciding what to do. So bad. And I was Ozan, and Bob the Cat's one of my favorite cards in the game. It's the card that costs 1 gold, steals 3 gold from your opponent, and then you take damage equal to the opponent's attack. And I was moving cards around, and I had Bob in slot 2, you know, generating gold in slot 1, 2, and then last second I moved it and put Bob slot 1. Chapter 1, slot 1, I had no gold. So, oh, yeah, that worked out well. So, you know, it happens. We all screw up. I remember that one very well. I'm like, oh god, I'm so bad at this game. I wish there was more people and you know, somebody was out there putting videos like a Trollden type of thing for Hearthstone. I've watched a couple of those. Those are pretty funny. Not so much misplays. A lot of that's just RNG, but this game has a lot less RNG. I think that's why I like it. You know, there's some discard mechanic RNG, you know, with KGP agents, Scarface Pete, which is really annoying right now in Constructed. But for the most part, it's not, you know, silly RNG like Yogg Saron and just, I mean, Hearthstone should just say flip a coin, you win, you lose. That's all the games become, I think. And I've always said I like card games. You know, they're inherently have RNG based on the draw. You know, you're going to get good draws, bad draws. Certain days, you know, you're going to be doing well. Other days, it just isn't working out for you. But when you add, you know, that RNG, which is inherent to all card games, and pile it on with just cards that just, you know, piloted Shredder, it's just crazy. I think the game has too much RNG. You know, Hearthstone, that is. And that was my other point is, you know, the nice thing about card games is on any given day, anybody can beat anyone. I've always said, you know, if I played Michael Jordan in basketball, you know, now or in his prime, obviously, he will beat me 100% of the times. No ifs, ands, or buts. I mean, even if I was able to shoot him, He'd probably still beat me. But, you know, in a card game, you can go up against a pro and still beat him, and that's, you know, the allure. Anybody can beat anybody. You know, Tiger Woods. No matter how bad he gets, he will still beat me 100% of the times. I don't golf, but even if I did, I'd have 0 shot. Another Linza. It is a different Linza, though. First again, I was just looking at it. This is our 12th game. We've gone first now 7 times, second 5 times. And our 1 loss so far is we went first. Alright, we know we want to keep customs. I guess we keep Mimic. I really like Stampot. Do we Mimic Restore Pot? It's only a net effect of 1 gold gain, but it does, you know, get us through our deck faster. Heals us up. I mean, we could, yeah, I mean, it is draw too. We'll do it. And if we draw like Hunger or something, we're going to do that instead. But, wish we would have too. Yeah, it's not the prettiest play, guys. It's very, very slow, but my opponent was the last Linza was very slow. So let's see if we can
Would you hurry this up?
get the same luck. Another option is instead of blowing the restore pot, just wait, try to customs in the stamp pot. I think we'll do this though. It only gives us 1 gold, but maybe he generates some gold for our customs. I don't like it. He does play 2 cards at the end because you start with 7 when you go second. He's got 5 left. So maybe it is gold. And typically you play your gold later. There's our Hunger. Okay, that's gold. This is probably like an alley. Oh, it's a spider. Huh. That's weird. Might be just thinking of trying to work order. We do go first. We do have 1 Weapon Grief card in the deck. It's not in our hand right now. I forget what that card is called. We do not draw it, so we have to be cognizant of work order. Work order, for those that don't know, it spends your weapon and adds 2 health and then the weapon attack to your rival's next creature. Not much value here for this thing yet.
How can I be of service, friend of Al-Kharid?
We don't, I mean, I could try to Crassian, but that's where the work order pops me. I think it's worth the gamble. He shouldn't be able to grief our gold too hard. He can't afford Brugson, and even if he plays the pirate that griefs it by 2, we still afford this, so I think we're okay. It's unfortunately a work order. We do get hit for 10. Still think we're going to do it. We will be. I mean, we are taking 5 here too, so. We only plays 1 card.
Welcome. It is good to see you again.
What is going on tonight, guys? What? I mean, if he just wanted to free up a card, he must have had better ones than that to get rid of. Jeez. Alright, we have a full hand. He has a full hand. We've increased our base. You know, can you please have my opponents? I don't know what's going on here tonight. Ooh, man, I really like that Grotworm's gold. I go up to 5, knock that to a 7. Puts us at 2 gold, up to 9 gold. Man, we have some nice stuff too. We can generate 3 more with this if we play at slot 1. How do I get the Feral Vampire out without taking a ton more damage? I don't think I do. Let's see, we're effectively...
It's decided.
I think... we'd be taking 11 damage, but sustaining for 6. I don't think it's the worst doing this. I'm trying to think ahead too, because if I buy the stamp pot, I'm at 4. That only takes me to 7. That effectively takes me to 7 for 1 shot. There's not much value in the vampire here. Rance, Beer, Feral works. Damn, I don't have enough time. Rance, Beer, Feral. 3, 4, 5. Oh, you're right. You're right. That would have been a much better play, Xander. This could be a Dusty, which, yep. I don't think this hurts us too much. I'm almost glad we played the Feral. Your play probably would have... Actually, we would have still taken the shot then. This works because we knew we were taking a shot no matter what. So we're going to 2-shot it. So this is okay. We're effectively at 24 health. We still have 1 charge, so if he generates more gold, which would be great. You know, we could 1-shot the customs officer. Alright, so we can get up to 9 gold here, because our customs officer will generate 4 for us. 3 because of the half rounded up, and then the 1 off the card itself. 9 gold is nice, allows stamp pot. We don't have vampire pot. Oh, there it is. There it is. I don't know if Black Chin Chomp is going to do much. It does, if he has another Dust Devil, help us. Oh, how greedy do we get? We can't generate nearly enough gold. I mean, we can wait on the officer to see if he generates more. I don't know if Chinchompa makes sense to play here. So if he's got a second Dust Devil, it does prevent that, because it will take him to 3 shots to kill it from getting Dustied again. So I'm only at 3 base, guys. Few work orders. This play is bad. Do I wait on that? Do I say screw it to the vampire power? I may have no gold going into next chapter. Uh-oh. Does have 1 big shot left with it. Nice, nice. It did work. Cool. Because he has to swing with that 1 durability that's left. So, our little Black Chinchompa. Nice, nice, nice. GG. Black Chinchompa top deck wins games.
So naive.
I don't even know what that card is. Adamant Dragon. I don't know if I'd ever draft that card. Other than a Twitch draft, which, you know. Means I'm not drafting it, but you awesome viewers would love that card. Nice Grief. Yeah, I got lucky to top deck that guy. And I was thinking, I was thinking more of a Dust Devil than anything. You know, a second Dust Devil. Alright, guys. We got 2 shots at final boss. Let's see how we do. And I played to not even really worry about the vampire power there. I mean, he was at 2, I was at 3. You know, as long as I could afford the stamp pot, I was going to be at 4. So if I could have remained double his base, but the Tetsu Katana is scary. So, hi, you drew a Tetsu Katana for pack opening 2 runs ago. Congrats, Just One Guy. That's awesome. Pretty good card. And the nerf they gave it was just 1 gold, not, you know, huge. It's pretty good. I'm glad to see, you know, that you stream this guy also. For anybody else watching, Just One Guy has taken this stream in this game for at least the last few weeks, I believe. So it's nice. It gives, you know, you guys another person to watch. He does mostly dungeoneering when I've seen him. I think that's the only thing I think. I don't know if you do any constructed. I know I've seen you do dungeoneering, which is what, you know, the mode I enjoy. So definitely recommend checking him out, guys. There's not, you know, enough streamers for this game, so everyone that is, it's awesome.
I am shocked and chagrined, mortified and stupefied.
Jackie Giles. Oh, cool, Kid Cass. Yeah, you've seen him? Yep. He, you know, he enjoys the dungeoneering. He also posts his scores on the screen also. So it can either make you guys feel like, oh man, this guy's good, or hey, I could beat this guy sometimes. That's what my scores look like, you know, a lot of 3s. There's a 1 in there, to 0 still on the screen, so they happen. I said that's what's great about card games, you know. You win some, you lose some. Because if you lose to a person 100% of the time, you just stop playing because it's boring. But, you know, whenever you have that shot, your analysis is thorough. Yeah, sometimes I overthink it, though. Sometimes you're better off just going with that first gut play because I've overthought and screwed up royally. I've seen your scores. They're fine. I've had stretches. I think there was a stretch recently where over like at least, you know, 10 runs, I was averaging like 3. So decidedly average. Right now, my last 10, I got a query for that. It's going to include this one, which is fine. It's 4.9 only, guys. So not, you know, amazing. I think the 12 has dropped out of that average. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So this one's in there, though, which is good. But the 1 and 3, obviously, is going to be here a while in 10. Like I said, my overall average is 4.75, including this run. Like I said, certainly, you know, feel free to check out. I haven't updated it in a couple streams, but I have right in the About Me section a link to my stats, which is just a Google sheet if anybody wants to check out my stats and what I record. 12-2 score makes me look really good. It's really lucky, not really good. And you can see it's getting further and further down the list. I mean, prior to this run, it was the only one on the screen that's double digits. So it's a hard game. Like I said, even with a great deck, all it takes is, you know, 1 misplay or just, you know, 1 grief by your opponent and you lose. That's all. I mean, look at that game right there. My opponent's got a play to, you know, get into that big creature. All it took was 1 durability loss and it destroyed his whole turn. Gonna have a new 12 score, and we'll see. We'll see. I think I've finished 11 before. Actually, let me go to that. Let's see. Where's that query? Wins, losses per run. Let me sort this. Oh wow, that's actually funny. I've had 5 12-win runs. Only one prior to this one, only 1 11-win run and like 3 10s. So guys, I've played 120 some runs, I think it was. Yeah, 100. This is my 123rd run, and I've only been double digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times prior to this run. This is the 10th time. Not very impressive. I have never gone 12-0. I do have, what, 12-1 under my belt, and all the other ones are 12-2s. That's something to shoot for. Obviously, this run can't do it. What did we lose this run to? We lost to that Vanescula, NJK. I've gotten pretty lucky this run. It's amazing. The first few games, I was drawing those vampire, the D-vampire power, and being able to afford it, and it was winning me the game, and now I haven't. It has not carried me, that's for sure. Last game I drew it there in that chapter, but I decided not to even go for it. I felt I was ahead enough that I didn't have to. Because I could have, because I had some gold, but that would have meant not buying the stamp pot. I think I could have got up to, what, at least 11 gold that chapter? And try to generate 2 more for the following chapter, but it's always a risk, too, because let's say I do, draw into 2 more gold, exact gold, he Brugson Bergsons, I don't get it off, I probably lose the game. It's definitely taking a little while. Oh, I don't want to save the design. All I did was a sort.
Oh, and by the way, they're real and they're spectacular.
Oh, yes, they are.
Nothing for you.
Those are all over on Beam.pro, guys. Click those buttons. The site allows you to, like, add, they give you, like, what they call sparks. It's like a currency. And right now I don't have mine cost anything because I don't really have many people ever watching me on Beam. So, they're all free. If I ever had people over there, I'd probably have to set something, but
Good.
right now I don't have to worry about it.
To rush.
Vampire power. We've been holding it. Let's see if we can go for it this game. Fellow Vanescula, crazy. And I'm going to miss some Y's in this guy's name. I think there's 10. I don't know. I don't really care. Ah, we're second and first is OP, as everyone knows. I don't mind the Rebel. It's just I don't want to take 7 from him. The 5 from tanking him and then 2 more. I like the gold. I like beer just because if I can increase base, it helps me get all those 10 health creatures. If I do this, I don't have much to do chapter 1, but this might be a bad hold. We'll see.
Oh, would you hurry this up?
How can I be of service, friend of Alkarid?
Alright, I think we try this. In theory, we're not taking any damage except the 2 off the Rebel from the text. If he griefs our gold, we're kind of screwed. Yeah. It's a net effect of, 4 gold gain, so that's good. We do have Zilliana. Don't know how we're getting into her yet. He does play 2 cards. Oh, hopefully it's not Weapon Grief. We did it this way because we still kill the Rance if he griefs our weapon. No. I was hoping maybe we'd do some damage, but that's too easy gold for him. Alright, maybe he's got his own vampire power he's trying to get into. Now, going second, I usually play the customs officer somewhere within a chapter. So we don't have it in our hand yet, so it may not matter at all. But oh, cool, we must have drawn the other alley. But, oh, and we didn't keep the customs, right? No, we drew the customs in the alley, guys, and we have vampire power. Holy cow. We're still only at 2 base. We got to be careful. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hopefully he doesn't spend all that juicy gold. He spends it all, we're at 11, but unfortunately this may fuel a thing for him.
It's decided.
A customs officer. We're hoping he generates more gold. Slot 1 does not spend. Us trying to buy ours would be great. Even if he spends it all, we're at 11. We could attempt the Slime Toes Demon that. It's a gamble because we're not playing around Gold Grief. Well, let's see. He does play 2 cards. Alright, weapon, it makes us take 2 extra damage. Not a huge deal there. We're taking another 4 from the Fengster, though. Ah, balls. Juicy, juicy gold. We missed out on it. Now, in theory, we're going to have enough gold unless something happens here. Oh, he can't. He only played 2 cards. He can do it next slot. This is why first is OP. He could Brugson me. He can, man.
Welcome.
We couldn't Fank and then custom, so we'd have Fanked ourselves there. But man, that would have worked well for terms of gold. Oh, guys, 14 gold vampire power is 13. The Brugson is real, guys. The pirate that does 2 gold grief is real. Well, I think we go for it. It's not like we have any easy gold to get into here. I mean, I could Slime Toes Demon to play around 2 gold grief. I could Slime Toes Beer Zilliana. Bit of a gamble in the sense that I'd go up to 5, 6, 7 on me. I would 2-shot her. It's not the worst play in the world. But I think we do this.
It's decided.
Delicious.
If they grief our gold, we're pretty much dead. No, not completely. She customs and goes in her own. That's a good game. But then we still have the beer in a Zilliana. We may have 1 gold left. But if we get this off, you know, we one-shot that for the 2 gold. Yes. No Brugson, no pirate.
Good to see you again.
Ooh, baby, come on. Oh, wow. Here comes the vampire power after it. Ooh, good cards discarded. Whoa, whoa. She had 2 vampire powers? Holy smokes. Oh, baby. This is a game. Oh, that sucks. I set this up so I one-shot this. That sucked. Wow, guys. She's in the lead because of all that gold, but she only has 1 card. We have card advantage. Gotta remember, too, we're both at 40 health. Effectively. I think generating the gold's a good thing here. So we're going to beer into Zilliana. We'll keep Chinchompa, I guess, for the final thing here. I'd like to... that's 7 gold. Do I
It's
just...
decided.
Smack, smack. And then try to sustain next turn. She plays like another Daith or something. I'm taking a lot more damage. So I'm thinking I could, you know, draw more cards, get more options next turn. But, you know, I certainly want to play probably Tetsu. Cabbage is okay. This last slot, maybe. Is it smarter to play this turn, though? Instead of just generating the gold now. We're going to try this, guys. She plays 3 cards. I will get fanked, but hopefully she doesn't do some shenanigans in slot 2. Instead of taking 7, I'm taking 10, but healing for 12, so it's not the end of the world. Man,
Welcome.
more gold. She had the double vampire power. This deck was awesome. If I'm her, I wonder if I guess getting the vampire power, because she was like at 12 gold when she doubled it. But she, you know, there was a high chance she only had 4 cards when she played Party Hat, you know, that she was going to get rid of the vampire power. Do you maybe wait a chapter and then try to, you know, get up to 13 gold? She only needed 1 more, then chapter 4 Party Hat, vampire power, vampire power. I may have gotten uber greedy, but who knows. What else happened? I wasn't even paying attention.
The end is nigh.
She allied and then watchtower guarded. Alright, and she didn't hit me at all anymore. Right, good. Alright, we're at 31 health. Alright, now we're going to play this at the end.
It's
She's only got 4 cards, guys, so lots on these top decks. Alright, we have exactly enough gold. She griefs our gold. We will miss out on this. Both at 5 base. She can buy a country. Don't want to play that. This is effectively as good as the cabbage. Watch that 1 health matter, but I can't afford this and these. This, I mean, in theory, I overheal. But that's okay. And Sir Tiffy shouldn't get off unless she does 1,000,000 damage. Let's see if she top deck like a dream, guys. She only has 4 cards. She played them all. And she has sustain also. Oh, baby, what a game. She's got a big weapon at the end. She could certainly win this. And she's mortal. We both went to 6 base. This is a fantastic game. Yeah, if she's got a big weapon, man, if she top decked a beautiful weapon, that sucks. Alright, we won, boys. She's at 30. We're at 50. Whoo, we did it. Lucky run, lucky run. Everything worked out that game. Like I said, I may have done this chapter differently. Obviously, the cards, you know, she did it to get the vampire out. She didn't have other gold gain. But she was at 12 gold after she played Ally. I probably would have just allied at the end, hoped for 1 more gold next chapter. You know, in slot 1, Party Hat 2, and Vampire Power, but that's me. I'm greedy. Thanks, Just One Guy. Let's check out these rewards. That was a fun run. Vanescula, who used to be by far my worst, coming through with another decent run. Hey, Hosan's 03's on the bottom of the list. Yeah, these don't happen often. You know, I was just saying how after 123 runs or whatever it was, it's only, what, my 10th one? Alright. Ooh, Ooh, 2 packs. I think that's the first time I've gotten 2 packs. Or at least it's the first time I recorded. I've never noticed it. 624 big shards, 2 packs. Let's open those bad boys up. Ooh, I'm even approaching a K wins. I play a lot. Every Dungeoneering run I've ever done, I have streamed. Since I started this game back in March, I've streamed every run. Oh, diamond! Nice. Kale! I don't think I have Kale. Awesome. I don't have a ton, guys. I am a free-to-player. Game's been really nice lately to me. I didn't have a diamond for a long time. I've gotten some now. I've crafted the Calphite Queen and I think Rollo. But every other one has come from a pack. Cool. Some nice cards. Yeah, I'm up to 10 diamonds now. I'm pretty sure I don't have our boy Kale. That's cool too, he's pretty good. I thought I was typing. Cool, yep, it's my only one. Awesome beaners. You can type diamond in this game, right? Yeah. Yeah, I crafted Rollo. This was, you know, these guys were packs. I crafted the Calphite Queen. Yep, I crafted her. And that guy was out of a pack. And I think only those 2 I've crafted so far. Oh, and Vampire Power came from, as I hit Diamond. So this was the end of season rewards. If you hit Diamond, you get a Diamond, you know, at the beginning of the next season. So I forgot about that one. Yep, and Deadly Prey was a pack. Cool beans. Cool beaners. Alright, yeah, if anybody's interested, for you guys that like to do constructed, I've been showing my deck a little bit. I don't know how well it's going to fare. I did hit Diamond this season with it, but it seems like there's been a lot more sustain because there was so much aggro. It is an aggro deck. It is a Vanescula deck. Yeah, 12 wins plus Diamond. Yeah, good night at Chronicle, let me tell you. I do run the 2 bar fights to deal with the Linzas. If you face a Linza, mulligan everything for these. No matter what your other cards are, you're looking for your bar fights. You know, I run the alleys because, you know, you do want some gold in this deck to be able to pay for these guys, so it's not awful. And you know, I do run the dark because you're usually trying to hover around mortal because of the alpha werewolves. If you think you're in a mirror against Vanescula, I don't recommend playing the Cannoneer. You know, unless you maybe have the Barker Toad behind it. Even then, it can be a little dangerous. But you certainly don't play it if you don't have the Barker Toad in hand. KGP because he's awesome. Berg's nice. I mean, it's, you know, it's only 1 sustain with that 2 gold, and this deck really wants that gold for these guys here. I might have too much gold in this deck, but the deck works pretty well. You know, I've got the draw with the Crassians and double White Wolf. So if I was going to sub something, I probably wouldn't even want to get rid of the alleys. I mean, that's the thing. There's 18 spend right here. The deck has like 22 spend. You know, there's only 24 gained, and it works out pretty well. So that's the deck I use if anybody's interested. I've been having a lot of fun with a Calphite deck I made for this. I've been doing more casual than anything with this. I don't know how good it is. I mean, it has way too much gold gain for what I'm spending it on, the 2-handers. But, you know, this deck revolves around the Calphite Queen, of course. I do run to try to get into her, you know, the double Slime Toes and the double Bouncers. Bouncers usually a little safer, and it could also hit your opponent with the aggressive. And, you know, you can't grief, you know, the attack like you can a weapon, so that's why it's a little safer. I do run double Egg. And even after you have the Queen, an Egg isn't completely a dead card because you can play one, you know, as long as it doesn't grief like a Cedrador or something. And then I run double Woven Carapace, so it's going to generate 5 armor for you. So this deck's fun. I've been having fun with it in casual. Like I said, I don't keep track of my win rates for constructed or casual or whatever. But I don't know. I enjoy it. Like I said, this is a homegrown deck. I made this deck myself. I did not net deck this one. The Vanescula one, the core of it, you know, was somebody had posted something on Reddit like a month ago. I created, after I got Vampire Power at the end of last season, I created this one I'm still farting around with. Yeah, I got the power deck. You know, it's got some nice, you know, damage to them, the Wilderness. I just changed the deck up a little bit. It has Sustain, but then it also, you know, tries to turn around. It has the Grief with the Trace Dates and the Tokash and the Wilderness, you know, to try to do some damage. I'm just farting around. I mean, normally you don't want to run a lot of singletons. Green Dragon I teched in just recently, I think, you know, yesterday whenever I was playing. So I'm still farting around with that deck, though. Alright, guys, I think I'm going to be calling it a night. Definitely appreciate everyone hanging out with me. Having some fun watching a noob play some Dungeoneering. Is the other guy still streaming this? I think he is. It refuses to load on my screen. Oh, commercial's up. I think he is still streaming it. Ro Phoenix. So I can leave you with someone else. We're going to throw him a quick host. And I'll be streaming hopefully tomorrow night, guys. This probably again. I know I want to get back to Faria. But I appreciate everyone stopping by. Have a good night, everybody.